Spook your mama time, baby! Hello, my wonderful peeps, and welcome once again to the weekly live stream. It may not be Friday, but we are still gonna have a spooktastic, fabulous time here talking about some movie news. Thank you guys for joining me all around here. It's good to see your beautiful faces. 3C, please save us. I am here. I'm here. Papa, please. Please. Oh, you gave me a fright. Oh, that's the time. Yes, yes, yes. Spook your mama 3C live, baby. Oh, thank you guys so much. As you know, this week I finally did the spooky set. As you can see it behind me, it has been spookified. I think it even looks pretty good here for the live stream. I was worried about that. I didn't really plan for the live stream angle. I know it was supposed to look good for the regular videos, but the live stream angle still looks pretty nice. And well, that video was pretty exhausting to make. It took an entire week to get done and whatnot, and your boy was pooped, so sorry for missing the Friday regular show, but I still had to give you a weekly live stream. I'm not missing out on you guys, so let's round off some of the topics we're going to discuss here today. Today, what we'll be discussing is I got us an update on Mortal Kombat 2. I wanted to talk about that with you guys. Some new Minecraft movie drama. Dude, this movie is cursed. It is happening now. The Batman Part 2, Matt Reeves is talking up a wintry storm for what's going to be happening there. Definitely want to get into those details. I saw some reports about what the MCU might be doing with the X-Men. Thought that might be fun to talk about with you guys. Continuing on to blab about the Venom and Spider-Man team up we're looking to eventually get, because today, right, like a couple hours ago, some more major news on it just dropped that makes it seem like, yeah, Sony's definitely headed in that direction. And your boy saw a terrible Netflix movie he's going to want to rant off with you guys about. The Uglies, starring me. Nah, I wasn't in it. I could have been cast, though. I could have been a good role in there. I'll be giving you my thoughts on that. So we're going to dive into all that here, guys. Let me just debunk that right away. I don't know who started this or why this is making the rounds. This is one of those movie news stories that you see go on Facebook and everyone just believes it. No, The Goonies 2 is not happening as of right now. Maybe it's in the works or Steven Spielberg's cooking up something, but no. The Goonies 2 isn't happening, but I've been seeing so many viral tweets, Facebook posts, and all this that it's confirmed, and there's even like a fake poster going around. It's not real, guys. Just like Norman Reedus is not cast as Noel in Venom: The Last Dance. That was also a fake report, guys. That's why you have me to tell you what's real and what's not real. So there you go. Now you know, guys. Now you know. All right, let's kick off with a little intro into the Reddit. Let's just start things light and fun, because that's what we do. Oh man. Can you believe I'm actually fatter than Nick Avocado now? Did you guys see that? It was crazy. Right when the live stream ended yesterday. Well, not yesterday, last Friday. Literally like 2 minutes later, Nick Avocado uploads the video and surprised the whole world. He was definitely 2 steps ahead. And now I am 2 steps behind him. Good for you, Mr. Avocado. Interesting social experiment, but good for you, Mr. Avocado. So let's get in to seeing what some of you guys have been saying. I'm going to try and scroll to the bottom to see what you guys have been saying. Starting off, we got Black Cat in Fortnite. Yeah, dude, if dude, missed opportunity. You wasted Sydney Sweeney and Madam Web when she could have been Black Cat and Spider-Man 4. You know Sydney Sweeney would have killed that role. We got one of the fans sending in what one of the drink cups is going to look like for Venom: The Last Dance. Talk about depressing fleshlight right here. Even Venom in this cup looks really sad. He looks like he knows exactly what you're about to do with this cup, and he's dreading it. Tell me Venom doesn't look a little sad and disappointed going, oh, am I really gonna have to do this, Eddie? Don't just feed me chickens and chocolate. I don't want the sausage, Eddie. Wow. I still hope we get a popcorn bucket. I'm not against collecting cups. This is one veiny, interesting looking cup, though. It's gooey. I'm not sure where it'll be sold, if it's Cinemark or AMC, but here's one of the merchandises on them. They're bringing it back. They're bringing it back. 19 inches of Venom returns. You guys infamously remember when Spider-Man 2 was being promoted, Insomniac was begging y'all to pre-order your 19 inches of Venom. And now you'll get your 19 inches of Venom when you go see Venom: The Last Dance. That's crazy. Hope we still get a popcorn bucket, but man, that cup. This is something interesting. I guess we'll talk about it more when we discuss Venom and Spider-Man, but the captions of the trailer let us know the name of Reese Ifans' character. Now remember, this actor played the Lizard in Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man movie, and we know what Sony was doing casting him in this film again. We know what that would cost to fans like us going, the Lizard's in here? What the heck? But he looks like he's not playing Curtis Connors. He's playing someone named Martin. So Sony just clickbaited us again, and they knew they could have hired any old actor, but they purposely went after somebody who was already a Spider-Man villain, and he's not even going to be Curtis Connors. I was really hoping my fan theory about this being an alternate version of Curtis Connors that didn't lose his arm in the war and came back and became one of those like veteran hippies. That's what I thought was going to happen, but looks like he's just Martin. You got us again, Sony, man. Dang it. We got a fan asking. I hope you guys like the thumbnail. A really good spooky outfit I got out for you guys, man. I thought it would look good. I liked it. Let's see here. Oh. Pennywise and Georgie. They befriend each other once again. Hiya, Georgie. She's the best. That's my doggie. I named her Wanda. That is her real name, Wanda. Yes, I named her after the Scarlet Witch. And she's the best. When it comes to putting on costumes, she doesn't throw a fit. She doesn't care. She's very nice about it. And so that's why she doesn't care that I'm Pennywise right in her face. Now, my other dog, Nebula, also named her after another Marvel character. I don't know. We just got in the habit of doing that. Nebula after Guardians of the Galaxy. She hates costumes. She dreads them. She does not like putting them on. And you can very much tell from this shot, bro does not want to be here. But do not call the dog CPS on me. They get treated very well. They are fed regularly, plenty of treats, loving homes. They never sleep outside. They sleep on my bed, actually. Well, when she wants to. So do not think I mistreat my pets. I love my pets. I treat them better than my humans. And I don't even have humans. Best one. Oh, yeah. There's a little spoiler for the set. If you haven't seen the vlog yet, please go check it out if you haven't already. Really happy with the way it turned out. I added some backlights so the skeleton and Ghostface and Terrifier stick out better. You'll see it when I do another regular video. But I messed with the lighting some more. Really good stuff. I did not appreciate this post. This post I did not appreciate, y'all. 3C isn't much taller than Chucky. Okay, let me explain. Okay, let's get the engineers out of here and talk about this. This animatronic was a special edition. That Chucky is actually 5 feet tall. So when you do the math and add those extra feet, I am standing at a good 8 feet tall. That is my actual height, 8 feet, 0.2 inches. Didn't make that up. That's real. And I don't appreciate the slander. Oh. That's the look I give you when it's time to spook your mama. Hide your mama, kids. Hide your mama. We have here, I know you guys wanted me to add the Beetlejuice tombstone. Yes, that would have worked, but every place I found it, it was so large. And it just, look, it's covering up Chucky in this specific shot. I don't want Chucky covered up. And if I put him anywhere else, it just wouldn't have fit. Maybe behind the skeleton, it would have looked all right. I just couldn't figure where to put a Beetlejuice thing. Oh. And I saw you guys. Y'all were comparing me to the Nostalgia Critic. I guess he wore it first. Fine, we shop at the same place, but come on. Your boy wore it a little better. Your boy wore it a little better. I'm sorry, Nostalgia Critic. I like your content. I quite enjoy you. I remember it, so you don't have to. I like Nostalgia Critic. But I wore it better. I wore it better, okay? I'm just saying. There we go. Oh yeah, what was this? Somebody said I have a goatee. Now let's look at the evidence, y'all. So I had to comment on this. Let me see if we go to the comments. I said, that is my second chin and a shadow. That is not a goatee. I am sorry for the optical illusion. It has been debunked now. 3C will not rock a goatee. Not now, not ever. Oh yeah, that was a good set. I'm glad that I have a bigger set though. Could do so much more crazy stuff. This set that year was so hard to fit the Killer Clown there. It was so hard to fit the Killer Clown there. And also get the cotton candy, it was just too small. I knew I needed something bigger when I moved, and I got it. Oh, that would be a good idea for a thumbnail if I decide to do that. I'm glad you guys are still green screening me. I like that you guys do that. Okay. And that's enough of the 3C Reddit. I think we're done for now. I think we're finished with that. That was a good warm up for everything we were doing. Let's move on to more stuff. All right, let's jump into this first story I wanted to talk about with you guys. So, Mortal Kombat. You guys remember they came out with a live action Mortal Kombat movie in 2021. Unfortunately, they released it, I think, around the time of the pandemic. So it didn't really get that great of a theatrical release, but it was a huge hit on HBO Max back when it was called HBO Max. Now it's called Max. I didn't hate the movie. I know there's a lot of people that dislike it. As a casual Mortal Kombat fan, I actually enjoyed it. I thought there was enough bloody, gory kills in there. The story was a little messy. I could have used a tournament, but there wasn't one. I didn't mind the way they explained the powers, this whole Mortal Kombat symbol that you can pass on a person to person and unlock some ability in you. A lot of hate for Cole Young. I didn't hate Cole Young. Movie is not perfect. Could have been better, but I didn't hate it. Well, they got a sequel coming, and we're hearing some pretty good stuff. Let me pull it up. This is coming from Daniel RPK, who's a reliable source, and this is what he had to say about the movie. No spoilers, by the way, too. I've heard from people who attended a test screening of the movie, and even those who didn't like the first one are saying this is a massive improvement. They rated it 8 out of 10, compared to 5 or 6 for the original. Cole Young, the lead from the first film, has a much smaller role this time around. Instead, Carl Urban's Johnny Cage and Adele Rudolph's Katana takes center stage, and I hear they're both fantastic. The gore and action sequences have been significantly upgraded with a lot more fight scenes. The studio definitely listened to the fans' feedback and made more improvements, they told me. They said that there are still a few things that could be improved to create a truly amazing Mortal Kombat film, but overall, this is a big step up. Okay, that is what I like to hear, y'all. According to these people who saw the test screening, Mortal Kombat 2 is looking to be an improvement on the last movie. That sounds good. And they listened to y'all. I didn't mind Cole Young, but they downgraded his role, and now it looks like he has a much minor part. It's sounding like the new lead of the series, which is probably a good way to go, is Johnny Cage, who's going to be played by none other than, Oi, Huey, Homelander done killed me wife and stole me bloody son. Womp womp. I'm so curious to see Carl Urban's Johnny Cage, because Johnny Cage is my favorite Mortal Kombat character. I was begging for the days of like a Ryan Reynolds, even a Ryan Gosling. I knew that was way out of their budget. When they announced Carl Urban, I was like, I like Carl Urban, but can he be Johnny? Looks like he's going to be a great Johnny. He's going to be a great Johnny. Fight sequences are also looking to be improved. I'm thinking the fact that this movie will also actually have a tournament, which was severely lacking in the first Mortal Kombat movie, will help its case. I'm also surprised to see it looks like Katana takes center stage. I was not expecting Katana to be kind of a main character. I knew she'd play a role, like she'd be good in the movie, but Katana, I was kind of hoping for that Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade dynamic, since they usually have like a love interest thing going on in the video games. But yo, this looks like it could be good. Let me see. Let me get this. Other than that, I'm hearing that there's still gore, there's still bloody sequences. That's what I like to see. We need some more gore and blood. I think there was enough of it. I also thought the CGI of the first movie was good. And let's not forget the most iconic line of the first movie. He's about to get his soul sucked. Again, that was a real line. Mortal Kombat soul sucked. Please don't pull up nothing nasty. He's about to get his soul sucked. Yo, how can I get in Mortal Kombat? Next in line for one soul sucking? I just remember when that line popped up in the first movie, I was like, yeah, that's That's gonna get taken out of context like crazy, dude. But anyways, I'm excited. I think it's gonna go well. Again, it might not be a perfect movie. I'm sure people will complain, but I think knowing that if you just found this one, the first Mortal Kombat movie they made, to be okay, you're gonna get an improvement with the second one, and that's always something to look forward to. So let's hope that happens. All right, let's move on now to some other stuff. Oh, geez. Guys, how do we even talk about this? We got some Minecraft movie drama, guys. The Minecraft movie is having another issue. So, as you guys know, the Minecraft movie revealed its first trailer, and the internet responded with dislikes, hating it, all this toxicity. I just realized what this image is doing to the sheep. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Minecraft fans. I did not mean that. I did not mean to show that. Okay, let's just show Jack Black with the flames of disaster. The flames of disaster. It was not loved. I still am looking forward to the movie for Jared Hess because I think Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre are entertaining enough movies where I'm like, all right, let me see it first. Okay. With all that controversy, a new one has appeared, and it's thanks to a cameo that has been revealed in the Minecraft movie that I'm surprised this person talked about. So, let me see if I could spell their name right. We had a streamer by the name of Valkyrie. Maybe some of you are aware of her. Is that how you spell her name? Valkyrie? I don't mind. Okay. Minecraft cameo. A streamer by the name of Valkyrie, who is someone I've seen clips of. I have nothing against Valkyrie. I think she actually seems like a nice person. I don't follow the streaming world that closely, so you could have your own biases, and we will talk about that part of the controversy too. But this streamer, you might have heard of her. She revealed she has a cameo in the Minecraft movie, that she will be showing up in the film, which, okay, looks like they're going to do the thing that some movies are doing now. Ninja showed up in the Free Guy movie, right? We had Colleen that showed up in Wreck-It Ralph. You guys remember that? Such a weird cameo, but Colleen was in freaking Wreck-It Ralph too. And your boy is also one of them. Your boy was in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. Had a voice cameo and my logo on the TV. So I've joined the big leagues too, all right? So that's interesting. But anyways, she was asked the question about her worst celebrity interaction, and well, she called out Jason Momoa. I could read the statement to you, but I think it's better if we see her actual her say it with her own words, so you get an idea of what happened in the movie, and you can read her tone and how she felt about it. Let me see if I can find the dang video. I should have prepared ahead of time. I'm sorry about that, guys. Let me look for it. Valkyrie. Let's just type in Jason. See if that pops up. Here we go.
Okay, next question.
Dear God.
Worst celebrity or streamer experience? You don't have to say the name.
I will say the name.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
So this is her
Who's the
experience
asshole?
with Jason Momoa in the Minecraft
How do I
movie.
say this? So Minecraft movie. I have a cameo in the Minecraft movie. It's coming out. So,
Oh.
I would have to say Jason Momoa.
Really? Aquaman?
I just saw him like mistreat some of the crew, and it was pretty disappointing. It was after a very intense scene, and it was a very emotional scene, so maybe he was still in character, I don't know, but I just was kind of surprised by how he treated like some of the crew, and it was like,
what would he do? Like, he said, give me a fucking coffee.
he was just really mad at them that they weren't doing something right. The way it was like setting up like the shot and stuff, and like he was just angry, like really mad and like yelling, and so I was like, man, this is like not a good work environment. Like I would not be happy working under these conditions.
Damn.
So yeah, I would probably have to say that was probably like the
Okay,
worst.
so that was all of it. And man, I have a lot of thoughts on this situation. For one, I don't think Valkyrie's showing up in the Minecraft movie anymore. Okay. There's so many angles to tackle with this, and I'm gonna get to all of them in a sec. But for one, that's where I first went. I was like, dude, girl, I think you just lost your cameo in the Minecraft movie. So kind of brave for her to speak out about that, because I think she's a little aware by saying this. she's probably jeopardizing her appearance in that movie. But she did it at the cost of letting people know how she thinks Jason Momoa is as a person and how he treated crew members on the set. So there was that. I'm also surprised that she should probably have an NDA or something where she's not allowed to talk about her cameo. I mean, it's literally a cameo, so you would think she has to keep that secret unless she wasn't told that. All right, so there's definitely people that are like going, Jason Momoa, this sucks, that sucks. And then there's other people attacking Valkyrie and saying, well, there's two ways. One, they're saying she shouldn't have said anything like this. And two, they're like, why the heck is Valkyrie showing up in a Minecraft movie? Which again, since I'm not familiar with these streamers or Valkyrie, I don't know how much Valkyrie streams Minecraft or how important she is to the Minecraft community, but I have been seeing a lot of takes from people in the Minecraft community going, there's so many other creators you could have given a cameo to, other people you could have included in the movie. She shouldn't have been one. But I think that is also missing the point of this story and whatnot. When it comes to this, it is tough. Because I do think it's terrible to treat crew members bad, to be rude to them, have a bad work environment. But at the same time, things like this, what she just described, is like him being upset with people on the Minecraft movie or, getting mad and yelling at them. We have heard stories like this, and we have seen it happen time and time again. Let us not forget the infamous Christian Bale situation. Let's see that. Just to play a version of it so you guys remember. This was Christian Bale, I believe, on the set of Terminator Salvation, where...
Oh, good for you. And how was it? I hope it was fucking good because it's useless now, isn't it?
And that was Christian Bale yelling at a lighting guy who walked in during a shot, and he found it distracting because he was trying to perform, and he yelled. Then we had another situation, most recently with Tom Cruise audio leak, where this was during the pandemic, and Tom Cruise was caught yelling at a crew member who wasn't wearing their mask.
Hollywood making movies right now because of us! Because they believe in us and what we're doing! I'm on the phone with every studio at night!
And so it's kind of an almost it's not really like a secret. Working on a movie set is frustrating. It takes a lot of time. From the little I know about making a movie, something as saying one sentence can take 6 to 5 hours to get the cameras ready, to get the lights ready, to get the crew members placed, and then you roll for literally 10 seconds. They say their lines, and now it's on to the next 4 hours to set up the next shot. It's a very stressful environment, and I think somebody who isn't familiar with that kind of work or situation could obviously look at it like, oh, dude, he's kind of being a dick, when... Again, we don't know the context. I do think it's kind of funny. She says, let's see here. He was in character during a really emotional scene. We saw the trailer for the Minecraft movie. How emotional is this movie even going to get, and how serious of a scene? This isn't like, Jason Momoa filming his old Oscar pick. So I'm not saying that's an excuse for why Jason Momoa is allowed to be a dick or rude to crew members. You shouldn't do that. But I'm just saying, we have heard this, and it's not uncommon. My stance is, as long as Jason Momoa apologized to those crew members, treated them nicely the next day or after those scenes, I think it's something they can move past. I don't think it's something that should derail the movie, cancel Jason Momoa entirely. I mean, I'll say personally, as someone who just likes Jason Momoa as an actor, I myself, I don't think I could ever hang out with Jason. He seems so high energy and crazy, and I feel like that would annoy me. Did you guys ever see that video where Jason Momoa, Vin Diesel? Let me see. There was this behind-the-scene video. Dude, I feel like you could see Vin Diesel is annoyed right now. Oh, hang on.
How do I feel? I feel amazing. It's day one. Me and you together, buddy. Look at my car. Look at this.
Look at Vin Diesel's face. Look at that turn right there.
Day
Look at the way he turns in his smile
Me
face.
and you together, buddy. Look at my car. Look at this. This is good. I finally got a fast car.
Fast did you right?
Look at that.
So, I mean, it's just a stressful environment. People get mad. People upset. I mean, until we've been in it ourselves, we can't understand it. I do think it's messed up. I hope Jason Momoa apologized, but dude, it sucks that more negative press is being thrown onto the Minecraft movie, and it's really looking like this movie is cursed or just a lot of bad luck being thrown their way. I'm glad that Valkyrie did speak up. I don't think she should have silenced or not spoken up about it. Like I said, I think it's a little brave because she just risked her cameo and is probably not going to end up in the final cut of the movie now because she just brought some negative press to the movie. But at the same time, like I said, these are common things that we hear, and Jason Momoa isn't the first, and he's not going to be the last. Like, there's going to be time in the future, our favorite actor is just going to have a bad day of work, and we're going to hear another leaked audio of "Oh, good for you," and yelling at people. But dude, that was kind of crazy. I was like, dude, more stuff for the Minecraft movie. It's not looking good, y'all. It is not looking good. I want to see what some of your guys' opinions in it. Yeah, she's not in it anymore. Dude, that sucks. Let's see here. She wouldn't make it up. I don't think she's making it up. I think she's being very honest. Let's see here. L3C for stealing my girl, okay? Let's see what else is there. Rip Jason, not Jason. And didn't we hear about, wait, this also reminds me. Jason Momoa Vin Diesel feud. Wait, wasn't there also like a feud rumored about this? I know he said that. I know he shut down the rumors, but I remember hearing that Jason Momoa and Vin Diesel shut down Fast X rumors in a heartfelt post. So there were rumors that like they weren't getting along on set, which I mean is becoming like a theme in the Fast and Furious movies where Vin Diesel just doesn't get along with people on there. But I wanted to see what the original take was. It's all just shutting down, but I want to see what it is. Okay, let me just see what they said. Mayor Liquid, we agree Vin Diesel doesn't rate. Okay. It says here, Diesel is blaming his new co-star Jason Momoa's performance in the new Fast and Furious for causing the film to be trashed by critics. Sources revealed desperate Diesel is unwilling to accept that he might have played a role in the poor reviews and is throwing Jason Momoa under the bus, and even Jason is one of the few aspects of the film that is praised. I'll be honest with you, Jason Momoa was one of the best parts of that last Fast and Furious movie. His craziness, his wildness made it much more entertaining, and he was having a blast. That scene where he's like on the lawn and there's two dead people and he's just painting his nails, I kind of like that. But anyways, I just thought back to like this moment where again, like it just looked like like Vin Diesel went from this and then 2 seconds later, oh, this guy. So I don't know. We'll just see what happens. I just wanted to bring up that. You guys let me know if you think this will affect the Minecraft movie any further. It's definitely just becoming more negative. I like I'm starting to see a trend that the Minecraft movie is almost going to be like the Flash movie, not with like an Ezra Miller type of situation, nothing like that, but I mean where every story that popped out about the Flash was always a negative story and it was never anything good to say about the movie. Hopefully that doesn't happen with the Minecraft movie because I do kind of want to see how it turns out. You guys let me know your opinion on that. Okay. Let's move on now to the next topic. Let's see here what I had. Moving on there, let's talk about the Batman. Oh, dude, we got some exciting details about the Batman. I'm very excited. Dude, Elon, get the heck off my page, dude. Dude, that guy's ruined it. Okay, sorry about that, guys. But we've had a lot of details about the Batman come out. In fact, here's a good summary of them. Let's start off with the first thing that was being said about the movie. Let me pull it up here. We had Matt Reeves, who's currently doing press for the Penguin, is letting out a bunch of details about the movie. And one of the very first things he lets us know, let me see if I can pull up the exact quote, is what the theme or the setting for Robert Pattinson's The Batman could look like. So he says here, the Penguin series ends a week before the Batman Part 2. So not only does the Penguin start a week after the first Batman movie, once the Penguin show is over, a week later, the Batman Part 2 that movie begins. So kind of makes me even more excited to see the Penguin. But he says here, the Penguin story plays out over the next weeks that takes you towards the end of the year. We don't play Christmas or New Year's Eve, but we're getting there. Basically letting you know when the Batman Part 2 comes out, ooh, it's going to be snowy in Gotham. It's going to be Christmas. It's going to be New Year. And I love that idea. I don't know why my mind first went to, have we ever had a Christmas Batman movie? And I'm like, duh, Tim Burton's The Batman Returns. Probably one of my favorite looking Batman movies. Just because, I mean, let me look at that Gotham. That Gotham was absolutely gorgeous, dude. Just the Christmas setting, that opening scene where the Batman pulls up in the Batmobile and he has to fight all the thugs while it's snowing. Woo! Tim Burton's Batman is still one of my favorite looking Gothams. I love it so much. But I also really ended up liking Matt Reeves' take on the Batman and what that world looks like. And just imagining there's going to be snow. There's going to be cold in the air. You're going to see Batman over a rooftop with ice breath go, vengeance. Dude, that is going to look awesome. I cannot wait. So, winter setting. That's going to be cool. Christmas stuff all around. I cannot wait to see that. But then, this kind of stuff led people to think, well, if it's winter, I mean, there's only one villain that fans have kind of been begging for that I think could fit Matt Reeves' style, and that's Mr. Freeze, right? So let's talk about the possibility of that before we get into more details with the Batman Part 2. Dude, as much as I want this, as badly as I want Mr. Freeze, I don't want to get my hopes up. I just don't think he will be in there. I think he could actually fit Matt Reeves' vision for non-fantastical, because remember, we talked about that last week. Matt Reeves in an interview said, we'll push to the almost fantastical, but we'll never go full fantastical, meaning every villain he'll introduce will not have superpowers, will not be supernatural. It'll all be realistic, grounded people. I think there is a way to do Mr. Freeze grounded. All you need to do is give him like a... You guys remember that scene in like Amazing Spider-Man 2 where it's like Spider-Man versus Lizard and then Ice. Let's see if it pops up what I'm talking about. There was this scene where Andrew Garfield was fighting the Lizard, right? And he brings out this like nitrous oxide. No, this is not the right scene. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Oh, well, great movie, by the way. But there is a scene here where Andrew Garfield pulls out like this nitrous, and it super freezes the Lizard and cools him, right? Just do that. Just create a guy who found a way to engineer a gun that releases that nitrous. I'm calling it wrong. What's it called? It's not nitrous oxide. It's something else. Yeah, it is. There we go. Someone just corrected me. Nitrous oxide is laughing, guys. That's why I'm a YouTuber and not a chemist. Okay, I could never be Walter White. Liquid nitrogen, my dumbass. There we go. Have a gun that just has canisters of liquid nitrogen, and there you go. You have a freeze ray. You have what essentially is a freeze gun, and this sicko just loves killing people with a liquid nitrogen gun. That's how you do it realistically. Like that's how it could work. There's no way we would ever get Mr. Freeze, the Arnold Schwarzenegger version. Arnold. Like, you know, he wasn't in the best movie, and they went full on. I still love his suit, though. I thought this suit was fantastic and whatnot, but like, I don't think you could do what he had, where he had literally the gun that shoots like rays of ice. Let me see if I can find the right moment. And dude, he had the whole ice layer. Yeah, you could not do that gun in Matt Reeves's The Batman. It's too supernatural and not work. But if you do like a mist liquid nitrogen gun, that could work. Okay, so let's just say that. But we'll see. I honestly think there's a 30% chance we'll get Mr. Freeze. I would love it. I would be so happy with it, but probably not going to happen. Let's move on to the other details, though. From there, he then starts talking about how, let's see here. He does confirm that the Batman, he still is planning to make a trilogy. So let me see here if I can find it. Batman trilogy. He says here that he still envisions the Batman to be a trilogy. He says here, as the story evolves, I think the aspect visually of the movie should change, but I also think it should be the same DNA. He says here, when you look at classic trilogies, it's not as if you go, well, that was just another format altogether. Like, I wanted to feel of a piece, but I think the idea that you're trying to push yourself in other ways, if that opportunity presents itself, sorry guys, in a way doesn't feel self-conscious, then I would be open to that. As we go through exploration, well, when we're fully into prep and we start casting all of that, we'll go through camera test and whatnot. So thankfully, I was getting kind of scared. I never believed the rumors that the Batman Part 2 was canceled. I'm like, we're definitely getting that. But I was very scared if we would get a third Batman movie, because James Gunn's Batman is right around the corner. That movie's going to be happening in the next 5 years or so. And I just really thought, will it be too weird to have two Batman movies happening at the same time? Will audiences accept that, you know? And I was like, they might make the decision to just cut off Robert Pattinson's Batman. But thankfully, he's still getting his trilogy. And not just that, we're going to be getting more shows as well, which we have talked about. So let me pull up that information here. Let me bring up the news of the Batman. We had Matt Reeves recently discuss and tease what he's planning to do. So he says, Matt Reeves and Dylan Clark have another Batman spinoff in the works. Those are all new ideas for her, Sophia Falcone, and have nothing to do with the other series that we're continuing to do. So they do have another series in mind. They're looking like Sophia Falcone could be involved somehow, but somebody actually got a good guess to where they're headed, and I like this idea for a show. We had here a person during an interview ask him, saying, when asked about the possibility of a legal drama series following Harvey Dent, Matt Reeves noted that the journalist was thinking certainly in the way that our conversations have gone. Dude, what a brilliant idea for a show. Why do I still have liquid nitrogen up? My bad. Dude, can you imagine this? You have basically a Law and Order show with Harvey Dent, pre-Two-Face, I imagine, pre-Two-Face, where we get to see him represent or fight against. This would be a perfect way to introduce villains into the universe that maybe don't deserve their own movie, whether it's like a Scarecrow, a Firefly, I'm trying to think, a Calendar Man, other Batman villains out there that are grounded. You have them. Every episode could be him fighting a case against Calendar Man or another guy, and he's trying to. That's how you build up the world, and you throw more villains into Arkham as that builds up. This would be a really cool show, and it would also give you an idea of who Harvey Dent is as a character, because you have this show building him as a good person, trying to do right by Gotham, and maybe the system slowly eats away at him. He starts to see that justice isn't working. He's getting darker. He's losing cases. Villains are walking free, and then that leads us into the Batman Part 3. He goes full Two-Face, and then there you go. I think this would be a great show. I like the idea of this for the Matt Reeves universe, and that looks like it's a real possibility. We know they canceled the Gotham PD show, and they canceled the Arkham Asylum show. But a Harvey Dent solo show where he's like doing legal work on villains in Gotham, I would not mind that. I would not mind that. That could also bring us now to talk about a little bit of the Penguin reviews, because there was some surprising ones. Let's start off with this one. Look, I don't want to bash IGN. I know it's kind of like the cool thing to hate on IGN and get on their butts. I don't know what's lately been going on with IGN, guys. I cannot imagine the Penguin is a 5 out of 10. The limited series worships as the altar of The Godfathers, Goodfellas, Scarface, and The Sopranos, and Breaking Bad. But Sophia's family are no Coloronys. Oz is no Tony. And in these 8 episodes, they're not given the time or space to get anywhere close to those crime drama landmarks. Dude, I want to be okay, because I know some people at IGN. There's one, Alex Varga, I think is his name. Really nice guy at IGN. Anytime he pops up, I'm happy with him. But they also recently gave Transformers 1 a 5 out of 10. And I was like, I've seen Transformers 1 review coming tomorrow to the channel, by the way. And it is not a 5 out of 10. Like, what is going on? Let me see here. IGN, just to pull that up too. They gave it a mediocre. I was like, what is I'm like, is IGN just clickbaiters now? Are they just rage baiters? Is that what they do? I don't know. But getting back onto the Penguin reviews, Penguin series. If we look at the Rotten Tomatoes score, which again, I know some people hate Rotten Tomatoes, but 93%. I mean, that should tell you a 5 is kind of out of the question. I can't wait to see it, and I think I am going to do weekly review episodes when that comes out, because I just love the Batman world, and it'll be an excuse to put on the Batman costume. So yeah, guys, I'm sure in this show we'll get some ideas of what they're doing. I'm still curious how much of like the Batman's presence will be lurking over the show. We've already heard Batman isn't showing up at all. We'll see if that's true. I'm hoping they're lying, but that could very much end up being the case. Everything's looking great for the Batman. Let me just see if there was any other quotes I might have missed on for updates. But, you know, so far, having the set in the winter, possible maybe Mr. Freeze thrown in there, that could be so awesome. Let me see if the Batman, let me see details. Let's see if there's I'm trying to find, what was it? Culture Crave? Was it Culture Crave that rounded all that up? Let's see. Or was it the Hollywood? Let me see. There was somebody that rounded up all the Batman 2 news. Here it is. These are things that let me just say. Matt Reeves says they're working on the Batman Part 2 script every day. They're giving big portions of it to DC already. Start filming sometime the first half of next year. Will be another murder mystery. We're getting very close, dude. The murder mystery part. I'm still thinking Hush is ending up going to be the main villain, which I'm not that crazy about because it already feels too similar. Oh, that's the wrong Hush. Great horror movie though. It feels just a little too similar to the Riddler as a murder mystery, but you know, there's already the clues and stuff like that. And Matt Reeves did say there were clues in the first Batman movie, and like literally, that's like literally in your face. Hush, Hush. He's gonna be there. So I would love that. I hope Court of Owls, that would be dope. And maybe the Court of Owls is like hiring smaller villains to like go after Batman because they're more of a like Illuminati type people. They're not really. I know they have like what is it, Talons or what? I forget the name, but the Court of Owls do have like mercenaries that are supposed to be on the level of Batman in fighting style that they send out. But it'd be cool if they also like hired villains to take them out. Did you mean the Diddler? Okay, and with that, we are done with the Batman Part 2 news. So let's move on now to the next thing. All right, let's get on to some of this X-Men talk. So I saw this one report going around that I wanted to talk about first, and then we'll get into the other things. There's a report going around that Marvel Studios is reportedly aiming for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man to interact with Hugh Jackman Wolverine in Avengers Secret Wars. This has been like one of the most popular rumors involving Secret Wars for like a year now. It's recently come back up. I'm trying to find who the source is. Who is the source behind the Cosmic Circus? Okay, so I kind of believe them. The Cosmic Circus is a very reliable outlet. I like them. If you guys don't know, they've been pretty on point. They don't lie to lie. But they said here, Marvel is doing everything in its power to bring together Tobey Maguire and Jackman in Secret Wars, along with other legacy character interactions. I gotta admit, Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman doing something together in a movie would blow my mind. I would be so happy. I don't know what exactly they would do other than just like talk and chat, but a fight scene together, interacting together would just work. Not because it's like, oh, Wolverine and Spider-Man in the comics. It's just because these two guys were the Steve Rogers and Tony Stark for the early 2000s. These were the guys. You had your early Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire, and you had your early X-Men movies with Hugh Jackman. These were the guys we worshipped before we got the MCU. It'd only be right if you somehow make them work together in a movie. So I hope that does happen. Now, the reason I started off with this little rumor, whether I believe it or not, is because there's a new report about what the MCU wants to do with the X-Men. And I don't know if I love the report. So let me see if I can bring it up. It is from Daniel RPK. So he's the one that reported on it. Let me see if I can get Maybe somebody reported it here, and that way I can pull it up. If not, I'm going to have to search it. Oh, okay. Well, let's just take a second look for research purposes, guys. Let me see here. X-Men, Daniel RPK. All right. Where is it? It was here just a second ago. Sorry, guys. This is where I should have all this prepared before I launch in. But basically, all right, let me just screenshot what he said, and then I can pull it up here. Daniel RPK was basically giving us our rundown for what the MCU was wanting to do with their X-Men, and I did not like the sound of it. I was like, seriously? Here, I'm screenshotting it now. I'm sending it to my thing because I do subscribe to his Patreon. You hear that, Daniel? I'm a subscriber, man. Give me the scoop before you give it to anybody else. All right, let's see. Don't leave, guys. Don't leave. This is going to be juicy stuff. You're going to want to see this. All right. I pulled it up, so now I can have it here. Okay, so here's what he said. He said here, I hear the current treatment for the MCU X-Men reboot does not include Wolverine at all. Rest of the team is similar to the X-Men 97 cartoon, plus some, but no Wolverine because Hugh Jackman is sticking around for now, likely even post Secret Wars. Oh boy. Okay. A lot of thought about that. For one, if the X-Men in the MCU is very similar to the X-Men 97 roster, perfect. I love that idea. I think that would be really good. I like this roster, especially after the show. People are really behind this. Cyclops there, Rogue, Gambit, Storm, Beast, Jean Grey, and even Jubilee. I love that. Throw in Bobby, Iceman in there. Throw in Darwin just because we need to see him redeemed, right? But this basic setup, I love it, especially if you're going to make Cyclops a badass like he was in this show. Good. And I don't mind if the MCU X-Men doesn't focus on Wolverine for the first couple of movies. We need a break from Wolverine. I know he's super loved, but highlighting the other X-Men I think is a good way to go. The part that I think is a mistake is where they're saying Hugh Jackman could stick around post Secret Wars. Oh, man. The reason I think that's a mistake, guys, is because we've heard for a long time, Secret Wars in the MCU is going to be the reboot, the reset. After Secret Wars happens, they're going to find a way to like reset the universe so that we have Tony Stark alive again. Might not be played by Robert Downey Jr., but we'll have a new Iron Man. We'll have Steve Rogers probably back. The X-Men will have existed in the universe from the beginning. The Fantastic Four will be in the MCU instead of on a separate Earth, because remember, the Fantastic Four in their movie that's coming up in the MCU is in an alternate reality, but after Secret Wars, they'll probably be on the main Earth. This is just like in the comics, like how Miles Morales, Spider-Man, was part of the Ultimate Universe, but after Secret Wars, he joined and became part of the main 616 comic universe. So this is what we're thinking of doing, and this is your perfect opportunity to recast Wolverine with someone younger, with someone that can do 5, 7, 8 more appearances. And I love Hugh Jackman, and I'm not doubting his ability to stay fit or young. But, dude, it's like it's time to pass that torch on. It's time to pass that mantle on. I love you, Hugh Jackman, but, man, for real, till he's 90 is crazy. Till he's 90 will be a little crazy. So, I don't know. Hearing that report, I'm excited hearing that, they could possibly do something. And I think Secret Wars is the best way to let go of these legacy nostalgia things, right? Secret Wars, get it all out of your system. Toby, Andrew, Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, Steve Rogers, Captain America, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, Nicolas Cage, Ghost Rider. All these other nostalgia things, get it all out at Secret Wars. And once it's done there, let's stop relying on nostalgia. Let's stop relying on cameos. And let's just let new people take on those roles and tell new cool stories. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. But, like, when does Secret Wars come out? Secret Wars, like the release date right now, and it's not even going to release when it says. Secret Wars release date right now is May 7, 2027. With the way Marvel is and how they still are organizing things, this movie's not coming out to 2028, 2029, maybe. Just, again, because originally, what was the date for that? Like, I think it was supposed to come out next year or something, right? Secret Wars at one point was supposed to be in 2026 or 2025. They continue moving these dates. So, dude, by that time, and then you're rebooting the X-Men and all that, Hugh Jackman, just go back to making Oscar movies or other roles. I'll watch them, dude. I love you as an actor, but I think it's time to hang it up. So I don't. That's my opinion. Maybe you guys feel differently. Oh, this is the twist. Plot twist: Hugh Jackman will be Old Man Logan, and Daniel Radcliffe will be the new Wolverine. You know what? I'd rather have Taron Egerton as the new Wolverine, dude. You know, I think that he'd be good, but Daniel Radcliffe will be nice too. So there you go. That's something going on there. All right, guys, let's talk about now this Spider-Man and Venom situation. So, recapping what's been happening the last couple of days. Venom: The Last Dance, the trailer came out, and, you know, I'm going to bookmark this because we're going to talk about that in a sec. Yeah, there was this UFC promo. I'm not really going to watch that. You guys can watch that if you want. But what we have here is the introduction of Noel, right? And we're all wondering, like, okay, is this going to be a one and done? Or is this actually going to lead into Spider-Man 4? And even the people thinking it'll lead into Spider-Man 4 are like, yeah, but it won't be that huge. It probably won't actually happen. You know, Sony, they'll fumble it. Well, we did have the Cosmic Circus, who, again, I was just saying is a reliable source. And they posted an article where they talk about what I heard about Spider-Man 4, Venom, and Noel. So, again, take it as a rumor, but take it as a rumor from a reliable source. And basically what they're saying here is that, yes, at one point, Spider-Man 4, where it says here, was supposed to be something of a street-level story with Daredevil and Kingpin, but then the movie got changed to a multiverse adventure. And we're like, damn, man. So it was going to do that. And I think at one point, they say here in the article, let me see if I can pull it up before he talks about all that. These were some of the possible villains that he was hearing. New villains were like Maja, Mr. Negative, Spencer Smith, as well as a revamped McDonald, Matt Gargan, Scorpion, Aaron Davis, which no brainer to bring Aaron Davis in live action after Donald Glover played him in the as the Prowler in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. But no, we're going to have to wait a bit longer. So if the street level story is pushed back, what takes place? This is then what we're hearing. Recently, I heard the upcoming Spider-Man might pit Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Tom Hardy's Venom together with Venom: The Last Dance, setting up the interaction. By the end of Venom: The Last Dance, we may see Eddie Brock cross over into the Marvel Cinematic Universe again, with some sources indicating that the recent reshoots of New York, Venom: The Last Dance, has to do with that, but that remains unconfirmed for now. Don't forget, it was a couple of weeks ago, we saw they were doing reshoots with Tom Hardy in New York City, filming some extra stuff. And then also Tom Holland is now doing secret work where he was caught at the offices of Amy Pascal. Sony, you are not slick. These are not leaks. These are not accidents. They want us to know all this. They do. And then it says here, not only that, but I'm hearing that the potential villain for the film would be Noel. He is seeking to enshroud the entire multiverse in his darkness following its discovery. It's important to note that Venom symbiote is currently in two different universes, the Sonyverse and the MCU verse, because at the end of No Way Home, we did see that little drop of the symbiote. The link may spark Noel to seek out Venom in 616 and be on a mission to engulf the multiverse in darkness. Maybe that's how it works, guys, because we saw the little drop of, let's see here, symbiote, No Way Home. The little drop of the symbiote in No Way Home that was on the table right there, and it was left behind by Venom, right? With the hive mind, now Noel, connected to the hive mind of the symbiotes, knows, whoa, one of my symbiotes just went from this universe to another universe. There's a multiverse? I must conquer it. Typical comic book writing of the sort, right? And again, I know many people are still like trying to do their history and learn about Noel. This guy, from the things I've been reading up on him, because now I'm trying to catch up on the character myself, He was alive before the existence of the world. He was around during Celestials. He killed Celestials. He is so powerful that like Venom had to like fuse himself with Mjolnir and all this other stuff. This guy is a Thanos Avengers level threat. Like he cannot be beaten all on his own. He is one of the most powerful MCU people. And if you do him right, he could be pretty badass. He is not played by Norman Reedus, by the way. Those rumors are false, and they were just started by a parody account, but everyone believed it. Okay, now again, going back to reality, because us Spider-Man fans, we love to speculate. We love to think Sony can pull off and do these crazy things. There is still a part in my gut where I am like, it's not going to happen. This is all just wishful thinking. This is all of us just getting a little overhyped. And this little scene from the trailers is probably going to be the only parts of Noel we'll actually see in the Venom movie. Well, we just got a news report from the creator of Noel. And he makes it sound like Sony is going all out. So let me pull up this. Let me see, make sure if I bookmarked it. Okay. So we have Donnie Coates, who I'm just going to pull up his own account. This is the guy who who created Noel and wrote the comic book and rewrote the origin for the symbiote and whatnot. Here he is. And he literally let us know this. He said here, I've been talking with Sony and I read a script for Venom: The Last Dance. And I'll say this, it is so much bigger and so much more ambitious than you can imagine. And Noel, holy, that's how you treat a king. Happy birthday to me. Again, this is from the creator of the comic. And the comic is also only like 10 years old, which is crazy that Sony is doing this with a 10-year-old character. He has read the script. He knows the plan Sony has for Noel. And he's saying it is way more ambitious and crazier than and bigger than we can imagine. Guys, I think that is all the confirmation I need. Noel is definitely then going to be the villain or bigger threat for Spider-Man 4. And they are going to do basically what Deadpool and Wolverine did and give us a Venom and Spider-Man team-up movie. They'll probably fight for like the first half of the movie, right? That's just going to happen. Just the way Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire had a little fight in Ned's grandma's kitchen or whatever, where they like fought for like 2 seconds. We're going to see them fight for like 5 minutes, and then they'll be like, wait, you're trying to stop a threat? Let me help you. And then they'll team up and be buds again. The typical BS. It is so insane how I can be excited for this possibility and also just annoyed and pissed off as a Spider-Man fan, because this is all just so crazy, haphazard, and messy. Venom and Spider-Man do not need to be bros, teaming up, fist bumping, fighting bigger threats. They are villains to one another. They should be fighting and having a cool movie about that, man. That's the Spider-Man purist in me talking, but whatever. I'm trying to keep an open mind here, because they have not built up Venom to be a bad guy in his movies. Whether Venom 1, Venom 2, and now Venom: The Last Dance, Venom is a hero in his universe, and he's going to continue being a hero, trying to stop the multiverse from collapsing and saving Peter Parker, the 10-year-old that maybe's in the movie and all this stuff. It's just a little annoying the way Sony just puts this stuff together, right? But could it be cool? I mean, I want to see it. Noel could be awesome. And even more if they do bring in, let's see, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, because the possibility of having them in black suits, all three of them fighting this bigger threat, dude, that would be wild. Look at, like, this image has been around for like 7-8 years. People have been dying for Andrew Garfield to put on that black suit, get a little symbiote action, and Tobey Maguire already has a history of the black suit. It'd be so interesting for him to tell his friends, you don't want to put that suit on. It's bad news. Don't do it, guys, or I'm going to have to fight you. And, you know, something like that could happen. But again, this is all like crazy fan fiction. That's what Sony has basically done with their universe, is created crazy fan fiction. This is like also addressing the other problem I have with Sony doing this. They're starting to turn Spider-Man into a completely different character. I don't mind the multiverse elements like the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales in his animated movies, which are done very well because story goes first above the cameos in that movie and all that. But it's like Tom Holland has not had a proper movie in New York City with a classic street level problem and stuff. It's the thing that made Spider-Man relatable and likable. He's just a guy trying to pay his bills, trying to keep his love life together, and still trying to save the city as his responsibility. Now, all this time going to London, fighting a purple guy in space, meeting multiverse counterparts, and now having to fight this universal null threat. This Spider-Man is everything but street level grounded and relatable. You know what I mean? And so that kind of sucks that Sony is taking away that special element of Tom Holland's Spider-Man in favor of this, but I can't blame them because the numbers are there. No Way Home almost made $2 billion in the pandemic. You put in 3 Spider-Men in black suits with Venom and Noel. I know it's not possible, but you got a $3 billion movie right there, Sony. And we're going to eat it up like crazy. So, yeah, guys, that's what it's looking like it's going to happen. Hopefully, the director of Shang-Chi can still make this work. I actually have faith he could. He's probably going to make it really cool. But hearing the creator of Noel and knowing that he's talking to Sony, working with them, probably telling them what they need to know, because Sony has been doing a mess right now, and they know it with Morbius and Madam Web flopping. Hearing him say it's so much bigger and more ambitious, that also lets me know Noel then isn't one and done in Venom: The Last Dance, because I still don't think Noel is fighting Venom at the end of the 3rd Venom movie. Noel's not popping up out of nowhere and tussling with him. I don't think Noel is even showing up. He's just going to be a post-credit scene, and it's going to lead into Spider-Man 4, and maybe that's where we have it happen. But it's not true. Norman Reedus is not Noel. Stop believing it. It was a fake report, guys. So, yeah, guys. He also talked about Carnage. Where did he talk about Carnage? Did he mention Carnage? I didn't see that. Let me see. I didn't see anything that. A new trailer, Venom, Null, 1,000 Screams. I didn't see a thing that, but yeah, dude, he knows. He knows. It's happening, man. I still don't know. I still don't know if I'm happy with it. I want to hear what you guys are saying. It's Nolan time. Norman Reedus' Aunt May. Yes, how could we forget? How could we forget? What's up, Chris? What's up? What's up? Let's see here. The red monster's dead. I am Noel. 10 inches of Venom. Okay. Yeah, great feedback, guys. Great feedback. So we'll see what happens. But that's what's happening. And it looks like it might be real, y'all. Looks like it might be real. Okay, before I get on to answering your guys' super chat questions, I wanted to review a little movie I watched yesterday when I decided to relax instead of stream. Part of me wishes I would have streamed. Netflix dropped an original movie that I cannot believe is real. And spoilers, by the way. I'm just going to go into full spoilers. There is this movie that came out on Netflix called The Uglies. Yes, that is the real title of the movies, and man, I cannot wait to explain to you what this movie is about. So, for context, the reason I sat down and watched this is because my lady read this book when she was in middle school and is a fan of the book series. There's apparently 4 books, and it's another one of those young adult novels that's trying to get that money, like Hunger Games, Harry Potter, Divergent, Maze Runner, all these other things, right? And this is another one of them. She tried explaining the plot to me, but it always sounded weird, and I never understood it. Then I watched this movie. Okay. How to even begin with this? This is one of the worst movies I saw this year, but it is one of those movies that is so bad, it is hilarious, guys. I almost need you to watch this movie with how bad it is. So, the premise is we're in a post-apocalyptic future where the Earth is just ruined. There's no natural resources. We used up all the fossil fuel. It's all gone. And there's this magical plant, an orchid, that is our new fuel. And what they decide to do with this orchid is create a machine that once you step into it will turn you into pretty version of yourself. And for some reason, this has become the normal in the world. And the way you eventually get this is by turning 16. So when you're born and you come into the world, your parents are already pretties. That's what they're called in this universe. The people who have this surgery, they're the pretties. And until you turn 16, you are classified as an ugly. So can you imagine having to get cast in this movie and you're going to have to play an ugly? And they purposely do this, guys. I'm not kidding. They purposely cast actors and actresses that are not that attractive because they need to be ugly so then they can go through a surgery that turns them pretty. And there's a whole society of people that are beautiful and pretty. And when you turn 16, you have the surgery and you get to move to the city where honestly, all they do in the city is just party, I guess drugs, have sex, I don't know, do crazy stuff, right? So it is 2 months before this girl's birthday, the main character, and her best friend is his birthday, so it's time for him to be pretty. And that's him right here. Dude, I'm not kidding. This guy gets uglier when he turns pretty. No offense. The guy was already pretty handsome before the surgery. After the surgery, I don't know what happened to him. He gets uglier. I would play the trailer, but I would get copy strike by it. Oh, guys. It is so funny. And it is so weird that this is the universe. And well, this girl does no longer hears from her friend after he gets the pretty surgery and moves on to Pretty Land. And instead of just waiting the 2 months for her to have her own surgery and turn 16 and go to Pretty Land where she finally can meet her parents, because apparently that's a thing in this universe. When you have a kid, you drop them off in Ugly Land and you go, see you when you're 16 and you turn pretty. Literally a thing in this universe. You don't get to meet your parents till you're 16, kids. The guy ghosted her. He's like, I'm handsome now. I'm a Chad. I can't be talking to no ugly. So she jumps over and, oh, dude, explaining this movie is craziness. The other weird thing about this universe is although this is the basis, right? Turning ugly and pretty, it is in a futuristic world where they have hoverboards, they have interesting cities, and I do have to play you a little bit. The CGI in this movie is awful. There are so many scenes where they have to ride on hoverboards and get place to place, and they look like characters straight out of a video game. I need to find like a moment where they're riding on hoverboards because it just looks ridiculous. And this is your room, by the way. This is your room when you're ugly and you're just chilling there waiting till you're 16 when you can then turn into a pretty and then you get the life you always wanted and be happy. Dude, don't tell me in the trailers they did not show a single moment. Oh, I gotta show. Let me write a hoverboard. I gotta show you these hoverboard scenes because they are insane. Please tell me somebody. No, nobody got the hoverboard scenes. Please tell me that this will show it. I have to show you guys. Come on, please, please, please. Oh my guys, literally, they look like PlayStation characters. Netflix was so smart not to show it in any of the freaking trailers. All right, anyways, guys, so that's it. And then there's this other society of people who are called the Smokies, the smokers, whatever. And they don't want to turn pretty. They want to live a life of choice and just be natural. And I would have agreed with them. It's an obvious metaphor for love yourself and be who you are inside. You don't need a surgery. But these guys live in the woods, in tents. They have to hunt for their food, build fires. They're probably using leaves and banana peels to wipe their butts. Why would I want to live my normal, ugly life when I could just jump into a machine, be handsome, get promised a nice home, love making whenever I want? I look like a Chad. I don't see the point of being part of this society where you live in the woods and stay ugly. It is so weird. The weirdest part too is, so it gets revealed, the surgery to turn ugly doesn't just turn you the surgery to turn you pretty doesn't just turn you pretty. It also messes with your brain so you're stupid, and that way you're easy to control. And that's the whole purpose, is you go through the surgery, you're pretty, but you're also easy to control, you're stupid, we tell you what to do and whatnot. They never really tell us what what the bad thing is they're doing. That the only bad thing is that the plant that gives them the power and the source is just destroying the universe. Though not the universe, the Earth. It's killing Earth. Okay, that's pretty bad, but I mean, is that it? Like, are you murdering people in this city? Like, they're literally just having a party and having fun. I'm like, is that really that bad? That doesn't seem so evil to me if that's all they're doing. And so one of the characters, the surgery doesn't work well, and they have to go through an extra pretty surgery. Dude, I swear I thought they were going to be named the Sexies. So this guy goes through the surgery twice. I'm not kidding. He turns pretty once, already looks like he has Botox and Squidward looking face, and then he goes through it again, and they must have used prosthetics or extra makeup because he gets extra like cheekbones and a jaw. He becomes a Terminator. Once you get the surgery again, you become John Wick and you can fight and do all this stuff, and you get a Tron-looking suit that glows up. They should have been named the Sexies with the E backwards Megan style, but they didn't do that. It was it was unbelievable this movie existed. I don't know how anybody thought this would be a good idea for a movie. Look at that face. That is him after 2 pretty surgeries. Okay, ultimately though, what happens is they find out that they've been trying to work on a cure so that they can reverse the pretty surgery and turn people back to normal. But they want to find somebody who's willing to take the test serum, because the whole point of the thing is choice, right? You choose to have the surgery or you choose not to. So the people who create the serum don't want to force you to be back to normal. They want to give you the choice. So this movie ends on a cliffhanger where the main girl finally decides, I'll be the guinea pig. I'll take the pretty surgery, and then you find me and you test it on me. And it's like this almost Madam Web level corny, cheesy ending where you see what her pretty version looks like. And I'm not going to lie, they did make her prettier. And that's how the movie ends. She becomes a pretty, and we wait for this team to come and find her so they can reverse it. And this was the weirdest movie of all time, guys. I could not believe this was an actual thing. It is bad. Terrible CGI. Terrible premise. Makes no sense. Had me laughing. You need to see this movie and have a good time. I felt so bad because, again, my girlfriend was a fan of the books, and she's read all 4 of them. She's hoping that they make a second movie. I don't have the heart to tell her they're probably not making that second movie, babe. And the second movie is called The Pretties. So we'll see what happens. I just had to review that because that was one of the worst movies I saw. Okay. Now it's time to take your super chatty questions. All right. Let's go on. All right. Can you please wish me a happy birthday, Chris? Happy birthday, DP69. That name, though. Posted a green screen meme on second Twitter. Oh, geez. Did you at me on it? If you didn't at me on it, I'm not going to find it. Let's see notifications. Oh, geez. I'm in trouble. Nice one, bud. Nice one. I like that. That was a good one. All right. Tom, Spider-Man isn't great because he isn't connected to New York, like how Toby and Andrew was in both movies. The people saved or helped them or saved them. I mean, I kind of agree. He doesn't feel like a traditional Spider-Man. He feels like, you know, they're trying to do other stuff, and I guess that's fine. That's okay, but I just like the traditional Spidey. I wish he was more connected to New York, but maybe we'll get some of that. Maybe it won't feel as multiversy in the next movie, and they'll actually find a way to kind of do it grounded, but I doubt it if Noel's the bad guy. Pepper Ann turns 27 this year. It's on Disney Plus, by the way. Well, I'll look at what Pepper Ann is, but I never heard of that. I did have to look this up, my friend. Fulum, that's that weird Dragon Ball Evolution villain. I do not want him in Sparking Zero. If they actually added him, I'm going to be surprised. Could Spider-Man 4 end up following... yeah, I think it's going to... Well, it's not going to follow... What could end up a follow-up to Doomsday. Well, it's definitely going to be after Doomsday. So we're going to see Avengers Doomsday, where we will see Tom Holland Spider-Man there doing who knows what, and then that will lead into his movie, and then after that, we get Avengers Secret Wars. So it's going to be seeing Tom Holland Spider-Man back to back to back, and I'm kind of excited to see if they can pull it off. Hey 3C, so I've had a health scare recently. Now gonna shed off lots of fluff. We could be gym bros, and Cuban Crusher could be our personal gym trainer. Dude, I wish I had the body of Cuban Crusher. That man is built like a Greek god, that a-hole. You know he's trying to be a lawyer. I've said this before. Cuban Crusher is literally in legal school to become the next Matt Murdock. This is why he's not posting as much. He's busy with school, but he had a real career in content creation, but he didn't pursue it. Chris, would you rather be a xenomorph or a predator? You're just trying to make me say I want to be a predator out of context, buddy. You're not going to get me saying that. So I'm going to say I'm going to be what's their name? The predators have an actual name. What's their name? The predator name. They're named... I can never pronounce it. Utuga? The Waituga? It's that one, right? I don't know how to pronounce that word. The Yowachi. There's the go. Yochi. Yachui, buddy. Yachui. Let's see what else we got. Superman Legacy released the same time as DC's 90th. Well, that's a good celebration time. I've been seeing rumors online where people are saying the Fantastic Four is probably going to be the movie that changes its release date because they just need more time, and so Superman will be alone. They'll be next to the Jurassic Park movie, but it'll be kind of alone. Best So Bad It's Good film of all time. Right now, The Uglies is the most recent So Bad It's kind of entertaining movie. Afraid was another one. The Blumhouse Afraid movie was pretty close. But right now, I guess Cat in the Hat. Like, that literally, I know people are always like, no, Chris, it's the definition of a masterpiece. And I get the meme and all that. It is a bad movie, but it is so bad, it's amazing. I love The Cat in the Hat. Those jokes are hilarious. That movie is so funny to me. But it's a weird... That movie is so bad that the Dr. Seuss estate, the wife, banned all live-action interpretations of Dr. Seuss properties, and that's why every Dr. Seuss movie we get now is animated, because of how bad she hated The Cat in the Hat. So I think Cat in the Hat's like the ultimate answer, and I love that movie. Hey, Chris, it's very sad that James Earl Jones died this week, R.I.P., but I'm glad he had a long life and cool life for me. It's a hit a lot since I had grown up with him as Mufasa the Lion King. Yeah, he lived a great life. It's definitely sad when celebrities like this pass away, James Earl Jones, Stan Lee. But I think it's cushioned by the fact they're in their 90s, they're in their 80s, and it's like that was a good, fulfilling life. That's a good number to, pass away on. I feel bad for people like Chadwick Boseman, who still had so many years to do so many great things, and he's unfortunately taken away a little too soon, What horror movie just has one movie, but it's possible for one to get a sequel? Ooh, that's a good answer. A horror movie that was just a one and done. Malignant, for one. Dude, I would love to see 10 Malignant movies. I know not everybody loves that series, but James Wan was cooking with Gabriel and that character. I would love to see another Malignant movie, but I doubt it's going to happen. I'm trying to think of another. Killer Clowns, that's a great one. Killer Clowns, I'm surprised we have not gotten 5-6 Killer Clown movies already. The craziness you could have done with that franchise definitely deserved it. Trick or Treat, another one. I like the anthology route. That could have been really good. Yeah, I'll say those three for sure. Those are the main ones. My theory about Mufasa the Lion King: Scar isn't heir to the Pride Lands, but to a different place, as they never show Pride Rock, and that him. Mufasa will be fine the Pride Lands, which doesn't have a king, so they have to fight so that one can be king. Maybe. I'm just not a big fan of some of these like origin or retroactive stories really making you sympathize with the villain. There's there's like a point where you can make us understand the villain's motivation, but we don't have to sympathize or agree with them. Like, I can understand Thanos' train of thought to wipe out half the universe, but I don't agree and sympathize with him. So, but this thing that the Mufasa trailers are painting, where it looks like Mufasa was adopted into Scar's family. Scar is the rightful heir to the Pride Land through blood, and Mufasa just came in and ruined it for him. Okay, yeah, Scar has a good reason to throw him off that cliff then, because I'm like, dude, you literally took my birthright. So, I don't know. We'll see how that happens, though. We'll see. Maybe the movie will be more of a explanation. Maybe your theory could be right, Elliot. Your theory could be right. Warner Brothers released the trailer for Salem's Lot, which will be released October 3rd. Oh, that's right. I didn't get a chance to talk about that. So, I did watch it. I looked into it. I will say this about the Salem's Lot trailer. It looks fine. I'm not gonna agree with their choice to put it on streaming, because I just think that's like death for most movies and stuff like that. But there was also nothing in here that made me go, oh yeah, this will be a box office success. This will be a banger. This will be fantastic. There was a couple of moments throughout that like seemed a little creepy, and I do kind of like some of the atmosphere they have set up, but it just almost seemed kind of like a slightly generic horror movie. And I just felt like maybe they won't make their money. I didn't feel that way when I saw the Alien Romulus trailer. Like, you saw the Alien Romulus trailer and you were like, dude, Fetty cooked. This movie looks gorgeous, awesome. And I ended up liking it, but not everybody else did. This movie just seemed okay. It seemed fine. So we'll see. Hopefully it turns out good. But man, I was kind of like, oh, dude, I guess I can maybe see why they wanted to go to streaming. But I still think it should have been given the chance to, maybe succeed. Because I mean, look at Alien Romulus. That ended up making $300 million. It's the second highest grossing Alien movie, and that wouldn't have happened if they just sent it straight to streaming. Okay, let's see here. Have you watched the Transformers animated? I have. If you're talking about the cartoon show, I've only seen a few episodes. If you're talking about Transformers 1, I have seen it, and I plan to post my review tomorrow. That should be my review tomorrow, and I'll give you my thoughts on that. I'm ready for brain rot. I hope I served it. Love the new setup. Hard to see the grass. Maybe some floor lamps to show more of the grass cemetery. Make it pop more. Yeah, that's the kind of hard thing about the setup is I wanted to really have this like dark orangey atmosphere, but then also get the grass looking. That's why I do have these like floodlights over here. It's a happy and go contrast. We'll see if we can make it work and all that. It's just really hard. And also, I'm trying not to overpower this room and get the shortage out, because whenever I went crazy the first time building this set, the very first time, I did have a power outage because I was just connecting way too many lights, going too ambitious, and I just don't want to do that again. So, yeah. But I'm happy with this set, but I appreciate the criticism. Have you seen Noon Saybot in Mortal Kombat 1? He's going to save Mortal Kombat 1. I mean, I think it's a little late to save Mortal Kombat 1. I'm still waiting. Wasn't Ghostface, or did they already throw Ghostface in there? I remember hearing Ghostface was in there. Did he ever get thrown in there? I don't even remember. Noob Saibot. Yeah, I know who Noob Saibot is. He's a cool character. I don't know if he'll save the game, though. A lot of Mortal Kombat fans were not happy with that game. Love the videos. They cheer me up through this breakup. Oh, dude, breakups suck. I'm so sorry about that, K-Wizzy. You get your Wizzy with someone else soon, buddy. What big Marvel film you think M. Night will direct? Ooh, I don't know if he will. I know there was like rumors that M. Night Shyamalan was possibly. I think he could do like one characters in the category of Midnight Suns, maybe like a Ghost Rider would be kind of cool. But then again, if you look at the way M. Night Shyamalan handles big budget movies, I love the guy. I like his movies. I don't hate M. Night. I know a lot of people do. He just doesn't do the best job with bigger budget movies. Think about After Earth with Will Smith and Jaden Smith, and then Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, I just think about that scene where where like the Earthbenders brought up the rock and then it moves like at 2 miles per hour. I need some more visual flair than that, But I'm down to see what M. Night does with his next horror movie. I'm still down, even if I thought Trap was okay. Can you wish me a happy birthday? My name is Jordan, and have you watched Dexter? Who are you being for Halloween? When is the Fortnite stream? Dude, all these questions. I'm watching Dexter. I took a break from it because it's time to watch stuff for Spooky Mama Month and make videos for you guys. So I took a break from Dexter for now. For Halloween, I need to buy some costumes. I bought the Art the Clown costume, so I am going to be wearing that for my Terrifier 3 review. When is the Fortnite stream? I do need to do a Fortnite stream. And there's another video game I need to do. Hopefully I have time tomorrow, but I'm not trying to make any promises now. At early screening for Transformers, hope I like it. Oh, you'll probably like it, my friend. I think you'll quite enjoy it. Thoughts on Dave Grohl's situation? I don't know who Dave Grohl is. Let me see. Dave Grohl. Is this Unfortunately, I am not. I know he's the leader of the Foo Fighters, but I'm not familiar with the situation. I haven't read up on it, my friend. So not going to comment it because I really don't know, and I don't keep up that much with celebrity lives. Sorry. Well, at least if they don't pertain to the movie news. Let's see here. Lie out of 4, I'm about to mention who's winning that OG Chucky. Okay. OG Chucky, Leprechaun, Megan, Sam Trick or Treat, or Reboot Chucky. Okay, let's see who would be the first one to die. Unfortunately, I'm going to say Reboot Chucky would probably be the first one to die because I think even Megan was shown more capabilities as an AI and robot, and she was doing a lot more stuff, and she also seems faster and more on her feet. I'm thinking Megan kills Reboot Chucky, although I really like Reboot Chucky. So Reboot Chucky's first one dead. From there, I think we're going Megan. Because at the end of the day, she's just programming, she's just robotics, and you're up against Leprechaun, who is magic, Sam, who is supernatural, and Chucky, who, even if you kill him in that body, thanks to the other movies and TV shows, he probably has another Chucky body waiting for him where he's just going to come back into the fight. So Megan then dies next. All right, there we go. Then this is going to be, I think it does have to be OG Chucky. Because although he's got those dolls, I mean, he could only do so much against magic of the Leprechaun and the supernatural powers of Sam. I love Chucky, I really do. But at the end of the day, he's kind of grounded, you know? So it's really up against the Leprechaun and Sam at this point. Dude, do not doubt the Leprechaun. The Leprechaun is pretty OP. If Sam manages to take his gold, he might have a win and shot. But I have not seen enough supernatural abilities in Sam. He does some crazy stuff, and he beat the crap out of an old man in his movie. But Leprechaun, while old, is no cripply man. I'm saying Leprechaun wins. I'm saying Leprechaun wins, guys, all right? That's my logic. What's up, Chris? You excited for Sonic 3? Be honest. Also be seeing Transformers 1 in theaters and Venom 3 maybe. Oh, dude, I'm so excited for Sonic 3. I cannot wait. That's probably my most excited movie for the rest of the year. Even with the Venom and Spider-Man stuff, Sonic 3 is probably my most excited for the rest of the year. And then Venom 3. I'm super excited, man. But yeah, I hope you enjoy those movies in the theater. By the way, sorry, keep talking Lion King. No, dude, don't be sorry. Talk about as long as it's movie related, you can keep talking about it and send it here. Like I said, I was not a big fan of the live action Lion King. I'm kind of interested in what they do with Mufasa. I hope it wins me over. It's just still the facial expressions. I want more emotion brought out throughout them, you know? Love the channel. Wanted to ask, what is your most anticipated movie for the rest of 2024? Spooky season is upon us. I did say it was, Sonic 3, but just to be 100% sure, let's look at 2024 movies, Wikipedia, and let's just double check. I know I do this every other week, and I completely forget, but let me just make sure Sonic 3 is still number 1. Okay, so obviously Sonic 3, Venom 3. Those are my main ones. September. Transformers 1. I was looking forward to it, but I'm already I already saw it. So let me get to Jesus, where? Okay. October, December. The next I'm kind of interested in Joker 2. I wouldn't say I'm over the moon though. I'm not over the moon for Joker 2. Sonic 3 would still be number 1. Terrifier 3, I really want to see. Smile 2 kinda. Love Venom Last Dance. La Cocina. Oh my goodness, what happened in La Cocina? That might be it, my fams. Not Craven. I also completely forgot Craven the Hunter is freaking coming out, right? That might be it. Werewolves, is that the one? No, that was not. No, let's see here. Craven the Hunter, Sonic 3. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it for me. Oh, Nosferatu. Nosferatu, probably horror wise, is probably my next most excited movie aside from Terrifier and all that. But yeah, there we go. That's some of the choices I made. Let me put this down because it's making my face look whitey white. Okay. Just did that. Okay. If you were a scientist in Jurassic World and you were able to make a hybrid, what would you create and what animal DNA would add? By the way, Indominus Funko. Yes, I need to get the Indominus Rex Funko. I'm so glad they made that Funko Pop. I still occasionally collect Funko Pops only for movies I really care about and horror. Those are the only two categories I'm sticking to. Everything else I kind of have to let go now because collection was getting too huge. All right. Hybrids. I would like to see a T-Rex. You know, part of me does want to see the human DNA hybrids or something like that. I would love I know the raptors already have a form of intelligence. I would like that intelligence to go further. I would like them to like even be able to speak. That's, I know, crazy and people don't want that. But I would like, okay, what other animals? Like a lion? Is that what I'm thinking? This would be better if I better knew my dinosaurs, but I didn't have a dinosaur phase when I was a kid. I did have like a dinosaur book, and I watched the Land Before Time movies. I remember those, but I didn't get too crazy into them, you know? I guess a T-Rex with a water animal. T-Rex with a dolphin. That would be crazy. But I do that is what I'm hearing the next movie is like mutant dinosaurs. So a bunch of dinosaur hybrids. That sounds exciting. Bunch of monstrosities. Frankenstein dinosaurs, dude, for the next movie. Can't wait. Can you do a ranked on the Scream movies? I think right now my current ranking is Scream at the very, I still have Scream 3 at the bottom. I love all the Scream movies now. I don't hate a single one. There's ones I like more than others, so whatever I put, don't feel bad, okay? Scream 3, I think, is still at the bottom. Then honestly, my opinions changed a little bit, and then I'll go in Scream 5. I still really like it, but I don't know, the more I rewatch it, there's things about it I like less and less, and I feel like they could have done I wanted one more scene with Dewey and Gale and Sydney. I just wanted one more scene with that. Or I wanted his sacrifice to be for them instead of people he just met. But that does fall into his character. I don't know. The Dewey thing, sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. Scream 5. And then I think I'm going Scream 6. I love 2/3 of Scream 6. And then when it gets to the reveal, the finale, the way that Chad survives being stabbed 20 times, things like that, it really brings it down for me. But everything before that, it made me love the core 4. It was very suspenseful, that latter scene. Ghostface was brutal. Great chase sequences. New York was nice. Could have used a little bit more Halloween aesthetic. Then I'll go Scream 2, Scream 4, and Scream 1. I really love Scream 4. Scream 4 is still my personal favorite sequel. I think it was ahead of its time. It was a great commentary on remakes and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my opinion. But it changes. It changes every time I see them. Watch an early screening of The Wild Robot in Australia, and it was fantastic, heartwarming, and highly recommend. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see it. I have a screening for it next week, and so I hope that movie makes me cry. That trailer made me sad. I can't wait to see The Wild Robot. That movie looks good. Yo, Dev need to get married soon. Pop the ring. I do, dude. I do. Your boy has been fasting for a week. He's trying to knock them pans down. The only reason I haven't proposed yet, and this is real, and this is sad, I know, is because I'm trying to lose weight because I don't want to look fat for my engagement photos and my wedding. So I've been fasting. That Nick Avocado situation really pumped me into gear. I've been fasting. So I have my first meal in the day at 1 p.m. and then I stop eating at 6 p.m. That's my window to eat. And then I have to start throwing exercise in there because I can't just do it by not eating. Guys, this is the struggle, okay? And you know what? I'm not even kidding. I already lost 5 pounds. Now what, sucker? Now what? Now what? But I don't know how much of that is real or not, because the only reason I know is because I had a doctor's appointment 2 weeks ago, and I'm 220. I weighed 220 pounds. That's what I weigh, guys, all right? Just being honest with you. I'm oversharing, okay? 220. And then today, I weighed myself, and it said 215. Making progress. All of that is probably because I've given up fatty foods. So my goal weight would be 190. I just want to be under 200. That's my goal, under 200. But we'll see. We'll see if I stick to it, because I've gone through this routine over and over. I'm losing it. I'm doing good. That cheeseburger. That candy. And it all goes to crap. What's your dog's name? The Chihuahua I always show on screen is Noah. I didn't name him when I got him from the pound. He was already named Noah, and I felt weird changing his birth name, because I was like, they named you Noah, kid, so your name is just now Noah, which I always thought was a weird name for a dog. That's too human of a name for a dog, but it stuck, and yeah, I love that dog. So it was Noah. Then I have my lab, she's Wanda. My husky, I just mixed them up. My lab, who is Wanda. My husky, who is Nebula. And then I have a terrier who's named Dulce. There you go. 4 dogs. Favorite horror movie soundtrack score. Also, do you own any CDs and vinyls? I used to be a vinyl guy. I'm not going to lie. I had a vinyl player. I had vinyls. I would actually play them from time to time. And then I just, one day I scratched a vinyl, and that was it for me. When I scratch one and it, like, I don't know if you ever scratched a vinyl, but it'll just replay that sound over and over. I was like, yeah, maybe it's just not for me. But favorite horror movie soundtrack, Nightmare on Elm Street. I just like that. I love the sound of that. Obviously, Halloween. The John Carpenter score is really good. I'm trying to think of some out of the box ones that like get really creepy. But to me, Nightmare on Elm Street is like the one that gives me the most like nostalgia, because I love that franchise. Halloween a lot. Like the Halloween Kills soundtrack is pretty cool. I like the Halloween Kills soundtrack. But yeah, there you go. Some ideas. Oh, what do you think of Predators 2010? It's honestly one of my favorite Predator movies, and I love the different Predators. Like, I love that movie. That was a great direction for the Predator franchise, because I love the concept of being thrown into this battle arena, and every person who was there has a certain skill that a Predator found threatening to want to fight up against. And I like the little plot twist or reveal at the end with Topher Grace's character in there, and I like that. I was like, that's a good direction. We don't just always have to send a random predator on Earth, have a dumb battle, and the predator dies. It's like, yeah, this race of warriors that are so good at hunting, they die every movie. Like, I want to see them succeed every now and then, you know? But yeah, I like that one. It's not perfect, but I really like that one too. Why does your Chucky look like Michael Jackson? Does it actually? The face is not perfect. I agree, Reed. The face on that Chucky is not great, but I was happy that I found that Chucky. I couldn't believe it. Hoping Noob Saibot is in Mortal Kombat movie 2. And that he gives the movie more horror vibes. I would love to see Noob Saibot thrown in there. That would be kind of funny if he actually gets thrown in. I know he's a favorite, so yeah, that'd be cool. What happened to Harry Potter? It still works. It's in fact, I think there's a casting call. So anybody right now, let's look up what the casting call is for that. Let me pull up. Sorry, guys. Anybody right now? Where's my? I just lost my my window for. Did I exit out of it? I did. Might have. Sorry, guys. No, it says it's still open. Sorry. Oh, there it is. Old man moment. Unc Chris for a sec. Harry Potter casting call. Right now, they are literally looking for the next Harry Potter, the next Hermione, the next Ron Weasley. Let's see what it says here. Open casting call. So right now, if any of you guys meet these requirements, I say hop on there, get in the Harry Potter show, and then take me with you to Hollywood, please. I want to be rich. Open casting call for children to play the roles of Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and Ron Weasley in the upcoming HBO original series adaptation of Harry Potter. If your child would like to be considered, please head to this site and all that. And yeah, that's for every role. It doesn't matter if your religion, your disability, race, sexual orientation, or gender identity. Take that, J.K. Rowling. But yeah, so if you want to be in that, there you go. There's your chance. There is your chance. Okay. Most and least favorite version of Wolverine in movies. Okay, my favorite version of Wolverine, probably, I kind of want to go with the Wolverine in Logan. Just because it was rated R. He was bloody. He was vicious. Gave a great performance. But, I mean, I think I'm leaning towards Deadpool and Wolverine just because he was a little bit more comic accurate. He had the suit. He was also bloody. He got to curse. Still gave a great performance. I think my favorite Wolverine might be in Deadpool and Wolverine. My least favorite version will probably be him in Wolverine in like X-Men The Last Stand. He just did nothing in that movie. He just kind of existed. He just was there, didn't have much of an arc, not much of a costume. Just, it was just there. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Oh, the Wolverine in 2013, I mean, for good or bad, I want to know, He was pretty good in that one, too. Fave Kanye album. I'm not going to lie. I do like some Kanye. I know he's a controversial person, has done some stupid stuff. I don't condone that. But when it comes to the music, I do rock some Kanye. Dark Fantasy. My favorite album is Dark Fantasy. That's what I listen to the most. That's the name of that album, right? Dark Fantasy. The red one? That's the one I like. Batman 2 villain is just snowboarding Joker. I did see those memes and people talking about that. Yeah. That'd be funny if they had a snowboarding scene. We need to see him properly glide without falling this time. You losing weight to look like Nick Avocado, dude. I wish. I need to look like him. People are confusing my double chin for a goatee. That's when you know it's gone too far for 3C. Because on the Reddit, that's what they're saying. But, I mean, good for Nick Avocado, man. That's insane. It took him that long. Oh, that's crazy. Will you review? Yeah, I'll review Mufasa when it comes out. I'll do it. I'll look for a lion costume and do something. Deathstroke is grounded. That can be a part. I just don't love the idea of Deathstroke as a Batman villain. And I'd rather see him in the DCU fight the Teen Titans than show up in Matt Reeves' the Batman series. I don't think we'd ever get Deathstroke, but maybe as a mercenary. Never know. Would love Professor Pig in the Batman universe. As a good side villain, I wouldn't mind that. I'm still wondering if the rumors we heard about Professor Pig, Clayface, which would be the Golden Age version, not the one that turns into the blob monster, the one that's like a serial killer that steals your face, Hush, all those can make sense because they're all people that like deal with surgery and face and changing. They could all kind of like fit in the same category. They could all be working together. You know what I mean? Professor Pig can be the ones doing the surgery on Hush. Clayface can be the ones ripping people's faces off and doing all this stuff. I don't know. It could work. Have you seen a new Netflix horror movie called Deliverance, and it's based on a true story? I heard about it. I'm not going to check it out. I'm just not a big fan of like demonic, supernatural possession movies. They're boring. I did talk about it last stream because there's a scene in there where the demonic demon says, "I smell you nappy kitty." And he doesn't say kitty. He says the P word. And it was just crazy. But no, if y'all enjoyed it, I'm happy for you. That's just not something I want to spend my time on. I'd rather watch the Uglies. Chris, U.S. Penguin for the Penguin reviews. You know what? Maybe that'd be a good idea. Get a monocle, a little, see, I got the nose for it. Oh, Batman. That's more Waluigi than freaking the Penguin. Yo, Chris, who's winning the fight? Pinhead, Pennywise, or the Creeper? Okay, this is a good one. This one actually might be close. Usually there is a clear winner, but all three of these guys have supernatural abilities. The question is, who is stronger? Now, again, Pennywise did get beaten by being bullied. by a couple of kids. Creeper doesn't really speak, but Pinhead has that Clive Barker. It's Clive Barker who plays him, right? Or no, it's not Clive Barker. It's okay. Clive Barker's the author. Sorry. The voice of Pinhead is very deep, and him yelling at Pennywise, calling him a clown baby, could probably kill Pennywise. So honestly, I'm gonna say Pennywise dies. Pinhead and the Creeper, dude. Oh, this is be hard. Even if Pinhead wins, he's got to fight the Creeper again in 23 years. But because the Creeper was created by a Creeper, I'm giving the win to Pinhead. I'm giving the win to Pinhead. Doug Bradley. Thank you, guys. Doug Bradley. I don't know. It's like Doug Bradley. Thank you. I think you should stream Sonic X Shadows Generations when it comes out because it's a celebration of all Sonic games and getting hyped for Sonic 3. I am planning some stuff for Sonic 3. I saw there's a Sonic convention here in Dallas, and I'm thinking about going to it as Wade Whipple. And by going as Wade Whipple, I would just wear the Knuckles costume and just go around going, "The flames of disaster." Could be fun. But that's an idea. Yeah, you should check out the trailer, Bagman. I have seen the trailer for that. Looks rather interesting. Interesting horror movie. I don't know if it'll be good, but looks interesting. Marvel Studios X-Men should be with the original 5. Yeah, I think the original 5 were Jean, Beast, Iceman, Cyclops, and Angel. There we go. Ooh, I remembered them. See? Don't ever say I don't read comics. I know. I know. Is Ashley Martinez your GF? Because I was going crazy in the mod group chat trying to find out who it is. I swear her name is familiar. Yes, that is my lovely lady. That is her. She is a mod. You don't have to make her part of your Discord or anything. She just does it out of love to make sure my chats is getting good. So thank you. She is on 3C level. All right. Thank you. Which Marvel hero needs a movie next that doesn't have one planned or in development currently? My pick is Machine Man from Nathan and Max. Big fans. Okay, you stumped me. Who is Nathan and Max? Let's check them out, guys. Nathan and Max. I guess I got two Marvel in front of that, right? Oh, wait, are you talking about? Oh, sorry. You mean talking about the Summers? Oh, okay. I know who they. Yeah, Nathan Summers, Max. Okay. I thought that was literally a name of a group of characters like Cloak and Dagger or something like that. Okay. Cable would be a really great story done. Cable's like one. Well, they did do him in Deadpool, but they didn't do like the story of Cable's origin, where he comes from, and the time travel involvement of that. That could be kind of cool in a live action movie to do. But they already kind of did Cable with Deadpool. I don't know if they would do that again. Bishop would be another one to do really good in live action. His story. I mean, he's literally a guy from the future hanging around in the past fighting with the X-Men. That'd be an interesting story. I know he showed up in Days of Future Past, but they didn't get into his story. They have not done Rogue properly. I want her done properly. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of other people that would be really well done in the X-Men universe. Psylocke maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to see. Hawkeye, yeah, Psylocke would be good. Yeah, some good people in there. Honestly, to me, I just want Bobby, Iceman, because obviously Cyclops is going to be done justice. They're not going to do Cyclops dirty, but I need Iceman, and I need him to be in Iceman look the whole movie. Okay, I don't need him to spend 3 movies earning it or doing all that. I need him to look like this the whole movie, because that would make me so happy. He's my second favorite X-Men. It's Cyclops and then Iceman. So yeah, we'll see, guys. We'll see what happens. Good question. Good question. I think some people miss that in Prometheus, there's a mural of a xenomorph on the engineer's ship, and it seems like they worship them. So David isn't really creating. This is the creator, but it's a variation. Okay, see, that's a tricky situation, because if I know what you're talking about here. And again, this is where, like, I like Prometheus and Covenant. I thought I didn't, but when I rewatched them in preparation for Romulus, I ended up really liking Covenant the second time I watched it. Okay, the thing you're talking about is this, the Deacon, right? which is the thing that they're worshiping in their mural. Let's see here. Prometheus. I'll just type in mural then. Mural. This, right? Okay. So the theories is, which is again the only downside of Prometheus and Covenant, because Ridley Scott doesn't explain all this. He more talks about it like in interviews or behind the scenes stuff, and that's how you have to picture it. So this is supposed to be the god for the engineers, and what the engineers were trying to basically do is recreate their god. But the idea was, by them trying to recreate God, which is like a sacrilegious type of thing to do, or trying to like a crime against humanity, if you will, they instead created this monster. So it's almost like if we found the blood of Christ, Jesus, if you want to believe in that, whatever. If we found the blood of Jesus and we had the technology to clone him from that blood, but instead we create, I don't know, a freaking zombie or a super powerful being, that's what would happen. Because the idea was, you're not supposed to try to create God. You're not supposed to try to replicate it. And that's the idea. It's interesting to know what this being is, but this isn't a xenomorph. They don't worship a mindless monster that just kills for the sake of killing. This is supposed to be a super intelligent living life form that is maybe the creators of the engineers. We don't know. But in trying to create their god, they instead created xenomorphs, and then David went about his own path. That's what I gathered from my tons of hours of research of Prometheus, Covenant, behind the scenes, interviews, and all that. It's extensive and crazy, but I kind of like that higher level thinking of those movies. You know? Okay, maybe that's just me. Okay, let's move on here to this one. Okay, let's see. Till He's 90, news on Watch Dogs movie. I did see that they finished filming the Watch Dogs movie, so it's complete. It's shot. I can't really say anything much from there because I've never played Watch Dogs, but this dog gonna watch that. Jensen Ackles as Wolverine, a little too old. I'd like him as Batman, but I want Wolverine a little young. I want a Wolverine in his 30s, and I think Jensen Ackles is already in his 40s. And I want, I'm down with him as Batman, maybe. I want Jake Gyllenhaal, DCU Batman, but I wouldn't mind him. Will the Russo brothers pass Spielberg as highest grossing director? Spielberg is number 1 with 10 billion. Russo brothers is at 6. And need to make 3.9. They probably could. They might. But Steven Spielberg is still up and running. He's got this UFO movie in the works, which I'm excited for. Hopefully it's another blockbuster kind of movie and thing like that. So Steven Spielberg's still going to rack them numbers up. But looking at it like that, knowing Doomsday and Secret Wars is probably going to definitely at least hit the $1 billion mark. If they're good movies, yeah, the Russos could probably catch up to that. Is stop motion art? Because I like art. Yeah, stop motion is art. Stop motion is awesome art. I love stop motion work. I still need to see that movie. There was a horror movie that came out this year called Stop Motion that I haven't seen yet. I need to see it. But yeah, stop motion is definitely art, man. Art, yeah. Hope Red Hulk isn't just one movie thing. Hope he appears in the Thunderbolts and maybe next 2 Avenger movies. That'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind it. I think what they'll do is like Red Hulk will permanently be Hulk. That way they can just pay Harrison Ford for voiceovers and then and not have him physically appear anymore, just lend the voice. But we'll see. I'm surprised Red Hulk isn't part of their Thunderbolt team. That would have been a no-brainer for me. But it's sounding like Red Hulk isn't in the Thunderbolts at all. Null role will be similar to Thanos in Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Yeah, in Venom, I agree. He'll probably just be like, fine, I'll null it myself. Morbius rise. Morbius Venom would be cool. If we're going to do this, I'm going to need some friends. Then he gets Andrew and Toby. I'm calling it for Spider-Man 4. The only thing I'm thinking about is, okay, how is Null or Venom or Spider-Man gonna travel the multiverse? Because the only character that can easily do it, not Doctor Strange, it's freaking America Chavez. And America Chavez was rumored to be part of No Way Home, but that was back when Doctor Strange was going to be released before No Way Home, so America Chavez would be introduced and then she would interact with the gang in Spider-Man No Way Home. There's concept art of it. Maybe some of you guys have seen it. Let me pull it up. America Chavez No Way Home. That would be the only way. And by this time, America Chavez would probably have like figured out how to use her powers. See, this was going to be her. She was going to show up. They were going to be like at a, looks like at a, not a circus, but a carnival. The carnival, she shows up with the book and all that stuff, and she would have punched a hole into reality, and that's how we would have gotten Toby and Andrew to show up in the movie. She would have, here's the Sam Raimi verse, here's the freaking Andrew Garfield verse, but she didn't end up making it into the movie. So I'm still curious how they're going to do it. Does Noel just have the power to travel the multiverse? You know, like I need a real explanation. I can't just have it be they appear, because I'll be honest with you, as much as I still love No Way Home, crappy explanation. It's just not a great explanation. The whole spell that brought random people in, and they were just randomly wandering New York City until Ned opened a portal for them. Like, not the best explanation. So I need a better multiverse explanation this time around, Sony. And also, this time, Sony, don't worry about hiding it. I think you cause more problems for yourself trying to hide the secrecy. Just let the world know. Toby and Andrew are part of the movie. You're still going to make your money. Just let us know. That way we don't have like fans trying to sneak photos and all this leaked stuff all around, you know? Noel was fun, but also overrated. A kid beats Noel. Eddie's son is who beats Noel. Very fun read, and he's overhyped. Sony's going to dumpster. It is. I think it's interesting how excited some fans are for it, with Noel being a character that's only been introduced 10 years into the comics. It's just like how powerful they made him. But with characters that powerful, you always have to create the simplest, dumbest ways to kill them. So I hope they kind of nerf him, but still make him powerful, if that makes sense. I don't need him to be killing Celestial strong, because then that makes him a little dumb fighting Spider-Man when he's not as strong as Celestial. You know what I mean? Just make him to the point that he's strong, but then 3 guys in black suits powered up are strong enough maybe to be fighting him, you know? I don't know. Todd Hamburger just sends in $1. Thank you, Todd. Let's see here. How much a Funko collection did you sell? And can we get an updated tour? Ooh, it's going to be a long time for an updated tour. I'll say I had like over 1,000, and I'm down now to like probably 400. I did quite a lot. I love them. I really did. But when I moved, it was the worst part of moving. Putting all those Funkos in their packaging, in boxes, in containers, and trying to get them to the new house. And it was the worst part of moving. I was like, I hated them. I was like, I'm going to burn all these Funkos. So I'm trying to control myself now a lot less, and I'm still trying to, you know, weed it out and just stick to the really fun ones. But man, they're still coming out with cool Funko Pops, man. I need you to stop, Funko. My question is, how can this film be a street level with some multiverse elements? Because the Cosmic Circus reported that. Could Scorpion appear? I think what they could mean, and again, this is me speculating, not wondering, if they do Battle World, well, then what would happen is the piece, because Battle World is just a giant Earth where there's almost like every state or every country is a different world. So Texas could be the Sony universe. California could be the MCU. Florida could be the X-Men Fox universe. Like, that's kind of how Battle World works, is they're all there. So maybe the multiverse elements is Battle World happens, it's Earth, and that's it. We don't have to travel portal to portal, go to world. But now, since the Earth is just like that, we just stay that way. And that's how we do street level, because they're already there at ground level, and we don't have to come up with any more jumping around multiverse portal hopping things. I don't know. I'm doing my best here, but Sony, you're going to have to cook real hard with this script. I would love to see Scorpion, though. I'd love to see Scorpion. Venom X UFC promo video just dropped. Well, yeah, I saw it. It was something. It was a part of me would not be surprised if that's a real part of the movie, too. Just kidding. Sorry I'm late. Just got home from work. But what villain would you like Matt Reeves to do with the staying grounded? I really hope. Court of Owls, I definitely agree. Do that, I think, should be the overarching villain for the third movie. Like, Batman starts to discover this underground group in the second movie. In the third movie, we go all out, and maybe a bunch of other villains, right? But I really would like Mr. Freeze. Like I said, give him a liquid nitrogen gun and have that be his freeze gun and just a sicko who likes freezing people to death. I don't know. I'd love to see that. What about Deathstroke or Red Hood in the Batman movies because they're grounded? Have you seen HBO Max Salem's Lot trailer? Yeah, I talked about the Salem's Lot trailer. Looks good enough. It looks slightly generic to me, but I'm interested to see it. I wish it did get a theatrical release, though. I don't want Deathstroke and Matt Reeves as the Batman. I'm sorry. I just rather save him for the DCU. Red Hood, though, I would kind of like that story, but you really need to do the Robin narrative. Without introducing a Robin or having a Batman with a Robin, the Red Hood storyline just does not hit as hard because it's all about what Batman fears the most with having a partner. Is it going horribly wrong and it backfiring on him? And you can't do that in just one movie. You have to kind of build a little to Red Hood, in my opinion. At least like one movie build. Hey, Chris, I know why the Uglies is bad is because SpongeBob gave them the ugly. I have the ugly. Look at it. Look at it. I want all of you to look at it. Thoughts on Salem's Lot trailer? Yeah, so I was just talking about this. Like I said, I think it looks interesting, good enough. I do feel it looks slightly generic, but, we'll see. Maybe it could surprise me. Any Jason news? No, man. You know what? I'll tell you something. The Jason Universe people reached out to me and were like, I had a whole meeting. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about this, but I'm just being honest. I had a whole meeting with the Jason Universe people, and they were very excited to bring me a part of it. And we're like, we would like to give you the news ahead of time, and that way you can post and talk about it and spread it around. And I was like, baby, yes, please, I'd love that. But they've lately ghosted me. I'd love to still work with them and be wanting them. They were even teasing some stuff they were working on. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. And then they just stopped talking to me, man. Jason Universe, come back. I'm sorry. But I mean, also Friday the 13th just passed and they didn't really announce anything. I thought that would be a time. They said around the Halloween season, we would be announcing some new things. And I was like, okay, can't wait to see it. And nothing yet. Hey, 3C Films, I made you in a watercolor art about you. It's on my TikTok called Freak of Nature 3C Film Water Art. Did you tag me in it? Because that's the best way to get my attention. If you guys I actually look through my tags on TikTok. So if you guys tag me, I usually see what you guys tag me in. What is your name on TikTok? You said Freak of Nature. Sadly, I don't see any tags, Mr. Freak of Nature. I do see this though. I'm in trouble. The stuff you guys tag me in, man. What the heck? Yeah, if you want to tag me, I'll look into it. I'll look into it, my friend. I'll look into it. Okay. Hope Wolfman in the film looks cooler than Halloween Horror Nights. I agree. And you know what was funny? After that, they stopped putting the guy in the Wolfman costume on Halloween Horror Nights. I've been seeing people post that they stopped putting the guy there. So all the people who were like, oh, this was on purpose, it's part of the marketing. No, it was not. They did not think the Wolfman first reveal at Halloween Horror Nights was going to blow up in their face or be a big deal. And so when people started backlashing on it, they stopped putting the guy in costume during Halloween Horror Nights. Just because of all that bad press. So yeah, we'll see. Hey Chris, will you be playing Funko Fusion? I have been playing it. It's like the Lego games. Finally, somebody asked me this. Okay, no promises. But the Funko people were nice enough to send me a package. I'm trying to find the time to do a Twitch stream. All right, fine. Let's just do this now. All right. Let's aim tomorrow 2:30 p.m. Central Time. So whatever time that is for you, on my Twitch, I'll finally be doing some gaming and Twitch streams there. 2:30 p.m. Central Time. I'll unbox this and play a couple hours of Funko Fusion. And even if you don't want to watch the Twitch stream or you don't want to do all that, I'm going to compile the best moments and probably post a small video of it. If it's a good video, it'll go on the main channel. If it's an video, it'll be on the Clips channel. But either way, you could see a highlight of me playing Funko Fusion. I've been hearing mixed things about this game, though. I still just want to get to the Chucky and Freddy Fazbear level, though. All right. So there we go. All right. 2:30 p.m. Central Time. All right. I'm about to do a horror universe. Well, Roper, cast me. I'll horrify the crap out of them. Good for you, man. I hope you do good with that. I laughed my butt off from a Halloween video yesterday. Thanks. I really needed that laugh. I lost it when one part cut to you twerking. Thanks. I'm glad you guys liked it. Those videos are so hard to make, and next year I'm already stressing what the theme and look is going to be. Hopefully I do a better job and all that. But yeah, I have other fun Spooky Mama videos planned, and hopefully those go well. It might not be the only vlog. Be mod, please. I'll think about it. DP69. Just because you send a super chat doesn't guarantee you'll be a mod. So I like to look for people who are regularly here and who are actually seem decent. And while you do seem decent, DP69, I'm keeping an eye out. Saw Transformers 1 today. It was good film, but I feel like the voices were okay. What did you think of the voices? I'll definitely be telling you more of my thoughts tomorrow, but I will say they took some getting used to. I was not like, dude, because it's just the actors' voices. They're not doing anything unique with it. Like Chris Pratt at least gave himself slight Italian accent when he did Mario, right? But these guys, it's basically just them. It took some getting used to. And there was definitely some moments. Bumblebee, I think, was the most. And I like Keegan-Michael Key a lot. But that one took a lot of getting used to for me. So I'll talk about that more in my full review tomorrow. I just moved into a new house. What should I get for my room setup? Your set inspires me. Big fan from Kobe and Ivan. Well, go to Spirit Halloween, man. That's the best place to go and get your spooky stuff. And my pick would be the pumpkin. In fact, I think it's back on sale. It was like sold out for the longest. This isn't sponsored, by the way. It's just literally my favorite Halloween item this year. Let me see. Halloween pumpkin. Make sure I can find it. Yeah, this one. This was my favorite item this year. They came out with it. Look, it's in stock. This was like out of stock for so long. This was my favorite. I think it looks so cool. It's simple. It's also represents my favorite Halloween sequel, John Carpenter's Halloween 2. So yeah, you guys check that out. That's what I would suggest for you, my friend. Let's see here. Do you remember Cartoon Network Halloween specials? Scary Godmother Halloween, Spooktacular, and The Revenge of Jimmy. Okay, I'm gonna have to Google these. I maybe did see them, but Scary Godmother. You said Scary Godmother Halloween, Spooktacular. Oh my God, I hated this movie as a kid, guys. I hated this movie as a kid. I do not. Maybe I should talk about this for the channel. I hated this movie as a kid. Anytime it was on TV during Halloween, I could not be more pissed. I was ruined of what I had to watch because I had to watch this like 4 or 5 times every other Halloween because it was just always on there. Maybe I'm wrong, but I hated this movie as a kid. It was not scary. It was not interesting. The animation sucked even for back then. And I feel so bad because I bet this is like a nostalgic, like a Halloween movie for kids or one that like a lot of people like, but I could not stand it, man. I was a kid so grumpy every time this movie came on. Sorry if it's your favorite, but I was not a fan of this one. I was not a fan. Okay, and then The Revenge of Jimmy. What's that one? The Revenge of Jimmy. What's that one? Oh, there was a sequel? There was a sequel? I never knew they made a second part. Maybe I saw the second part and didn't even know it. I never knew there was a second one, guys. I always thought it was just that one. Wow. You just ruined my day by letting me know they made 2 of those. It has a 71%. I'm just a hater then. I'm just a hater. Seems to be beloved by people. Sorry, guys. That's just me. All right, let's see what else we got. All right. Love the channel, my dude. Appreciate you, Tim Kelly. That means so much to me. Thank you. Hey Chris, big fan of yours. Want to become a filmmaker. If you don't see me again in the 2030s, you'll see you'll review my Anya Taylor-Joy alien sci-fi movie. Already have your pick, huh? Anya Taylor-Joy is awesome, so she'd be a good grab for that movie, man. I hope you make it. Hope you make it. Ghostface, Conan, the T-1000, or yeah, the T1 is T-1000 and Noob are the DLC in 2. Oh, okay, but did they already got revealed, right? Is there gameplay of them already? I haven't seen. I think I saw gameplay, but I don't remember. Let's see. Ghostface, Mortal Kombat. Was there already gameplay? Did I miss this? Dang, man, I suck. Oh, they were there. They did get announced. The T-1000, yeah. Ghostface, dope. Cool. I remember they were announced. I just, this thing being a movie channel, you don't get to, there's so many games I've been wanting to play, but I have to work. I have to watch movies. I have to create content for you guys. I've been wanting to play Black Wukong. I've been wanting to play Astrobot because I hear that's really good. And I got to play Funko Fusion, but that's going to be content, so I'm probably going to do that first. Like, there's so many things I've been wanting to do. Maybe one day. Oh, I almost skipped one. Will you dress up as Sonic and go looking for Sonic movie merch this December? Also, a new Sonic and Shadow costume at Spirit Halloween. I did see those. I don't know if I'll do the dress up to buy merch. Because let's be honest, I'm almost 30 and going to Walmart to buy Sonic toys I'm not going to keep and end up giving to my nephew. Just a little creepy, but if there's enough promotional stuff, like they come out with a Sonic the Hedgehog burger, some Shadow fries, or there's like this big promo thing, I'll go do it. But I'm starting to be picky and choosy about the merch I buy just because I don't want it to look too sad, a man in his 30s going down the kid aisle and buying some toys, If it's a really cool collectible, maybe, right? Like if they come out with like Shadow's motorcycle and I can ride it, oh, I'm going to buy that. But if not, the thing I'll do is, like I said, the Sonic convention. I was thinking about doing a vlog at the Sonic convention to see what a Sonic convention even looks like. I'll go in costume for that and show you that. That could be the alternative. Maybe there's a Sonic burger sometime. We'll see. Hey, 3C, first super chat. Wanted to let you know I love your containment and have been your content and have been following the channel since 2015. I'm going to acting school, and this channel always reminds me of why I love the film community. Oh, dude, I'm so happy to hear that. I hope that's my main purpose of Venom Carnate is just joy of movies, having fun. I know a lot of people, like, one of the biggest criticisms I get is I'm too easy on movies, or I'm too how do I say, I'm not critical enough, or I don't hate things enough in movies. Like, I give most movies good reviews, and that's just, I still like movies. I still enjoy movies. Like, am I easy to please? Maybe, but I just enjoy movies. Like, it's weird to say. I think it's so weird that some people built channels on just hating movies. There's YouTube channels out there where every video they make is just being mad and angry about a new movie, a new thing, and I'm like, why is that fun? Like, I just want to keep it fun and exciting. I'll still tell you when I think something sucks, but yeah, that's my thing. Do you think there will be any Alien vs Predator movie? I think they will. I'm hearing people are theorizing the new Predator Badlands will probably be a setup for an Alien vs Predator movie. And that's an interesting theory. There's no actual good rumors or like concrete details on that, but that could be interesting, and that's why they're doing 2 Predator movies, because they'll do Prey 2 and then that other Predator film. But it's just easy money. I just hope they do it well. I still would like a solo Alien franchise, a solo Predator franchise, but if you can do a random Alien vs Predator movie that's badass, sure. I think Disney will do it though. Harry's doing a Spider-Man wanting your blessing. Well, Harry Duncan, you have my blessing. I don't own Spider-Man. That's Sony, but I give you my blessing. Can we get some 3C lore? What kind of lore can I bust out with you guys? I'm trying to think of like things. You guys always ask for lore. You just have to ask me like of a specific thing, or else I don't know what to talk about and what to discuss. 3C lore. Something interesting must have happened to me recently. Come on now. Halloween lore. Okay. Is there like a favorite Halloween lore? That's a good idea. My favorite I had pretty simple Halloweens. I never had anything crazy. I always had a good amount of candy. I liked trick or treating. I dress up like Freddy Krueger most of the time. Freddy Krueger was like my main costume I would always go to. I would eat a lot of candy. My parents were not strict about that. They'd let me have my entire candy bag, and that was probably a bad idea. I don't even know if I would do that with my own kid. Um, I don't know. I didn't have anything creepy. If I come up with something, I'll think of it, guys. But I'm sorry. Terrible response. You forgot to say happy birthday, Jordan. I'm sorry, Jordan. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Jordan. Happy birthday to you. Sorry about that, Jordan. Can you wish Jordan a happy B-Day? Missed it earlier. Oh, happy birthday, Jordan. I did it again. Happy birthday, Jordan. Happy birthday to you. Blue Beetle helmet waiting for you. Oh, dude, I need to contact you. Just been busy, man. Just been busy. I'll hit you back up, Rocky, on the Insta. Send it new so it's at the top of my DMs, buddy. That way I can get to you. Which will make more money, Toy Story 5 or Shrek 5? This is a good question. How much money has the Shrek movies ever actually made? Although I still think it's a good chance. I just want to see what the box office of the Shrek movies look like. Shrek movies box office. Because, I mean, even Puss in Boots hit 400 million, which I think was kind of wild. Puss in Boots 2? Let's see here. Let's just, lifetime gross. Let's see the most. Is this worldwide though? I don't think, is this worldwide? Let me go to another one. I hate that Box Office Mojo changed their thing like that. It doesn't look good. Okay. Wow. So Shrek 2 was the highest. It almost reached a Billy. That was Shrek 2. And then Shrek 3 was 800, 700. Okay. I think most of Toy Story movies have hit a Billy. But look, seeing that Puss in Boots: The Last Wish hit 485, that lets you know there is juice in the tank for the Shrek franchise. That movie was so good, but I feel like there was no hyper anticipation and people only started watching it after people told you that movie's actually excellent, you need to go see it. I think Shrek 5 definitely makes a Billy, but how much did Toy Story 4 make? Let me just see that. Toy Story 4 made a Billy on it. Okay, so it's close enough. If it made like 1.4, 1.3, I'm going to say Shrek 5 makes more. I'm going to say Shrek 5 makes more money. That's my prediction. I'm excited for both. Shrek 5 a little bit more, but I'm going to say Shrek 5 makes more just because it's been so long. So long, and we've been dying to see some Shrek. That first trailer better hit like crack, man. That first trailer. You gotta watch We Live in time when it's released. Watched it at TIFF. Such a great movie. Also, how do you spend on everything? How much did I spend? I'll tell you this. The Spooky Mama videos, I never make my money back. That's one thing you got to know about me. There's certain videos that I know I'm just not going to make my money back. I know you guys see this and the nice house and everything I got. Do not think I am a super rich YouTuber. Do not think I make millions, because I do not make anywhere close to millions. I make decent, okay? I don't know. If I had to compare it to anything, I'm trying to think of like probably a doctor's salary is probably what I make. I don't even know if that's pretty accurate, but I'm going to say that I make probably a doctor's salary, which is still pretty good. But I mean, you don't see a lot of doctors in like a giant. Basically what I'm getting at though, I lost money on the Spooky Mama video, but I don't care because it's a fun video and it's worth it because this set is there for a month and a half. So it's fun for me. And I like that. But most of the vlogs where I go spend money, I usually don't end up making my money back on that stuff, but it doesn't matter because then something like, I don't know, Spider-Man 4 trailer will come out and that'll recuperate what I lost there. But if I honestly had to put a number on it, how much I spent in total with the animatronics, the big heads, probably 4 or 5,000. It's a little less than you expected. 4 or 5,000 about. And yeah, there you go. I need to get a sponsor for these Spooky Mama videos sometimes, man. Hey Chris, who wins, Deadpool or Art the Clown? Oh, so completely different. I'm gonna say Deadpool, but Art the Clown go give him a run for his money. Gonna give him a real run for his money. Gonna traumatize Deadpool for life. Then who really won, you know? I think bringing Zendaya back is a terrible idea. I'm not against it. I know she's eventually got to come back because she's Mary Jane, but I think it's something you build towards. I think she's gonna have a small role in the next Spider-Man movie. Probably where like Spider-Man is just seeing her from a distance, or she shows up at the end of the movie, probably coming back to visit family on vacation from school. But then she's going to be a bigger focus in 5 and 6, and that's fine with me. They need to do it justice, okay? You can't reverse that spell and all that heartache terribly. You need to do that well. But Zendaya is also a really huge star, and she's a moneymaker. She's like a Jenna Ortega. When she's in a movie, people will go see it. And I think you got to bring her in. It's funny. I've been watching the old Disney movies like Peter Pan, and it's crazy that some of the stuff in it is like racism. That Sleeping Beauty is just coy. It's just a coy of a Snow White. Also, thanks for everything. Yeah, it's always funny when you go back to movies you watched as a kid and you do see some of that stuff, and you're like, wow, okay, that was just in the movie. That was just there. Shrek is an example of that. There's a lot of funny stuff in Shrek where things like that occur, but it's just things that happen, man. I'm sure there's things that are happening in movies today. We'll watch 10 years from now, we'll be like, they really did that, huh? Check out the animatronic I tweeted on X. Okay, let me see what animatronic. Hopefully it was at the second at the if it's not this one, it's not gonna pop up, my friend. Okay, make sure it's this one, the 3C Film account. This is the one that's safe for live streams, because the other one, my main account, is not safe for Twitter, and we'll have devilish things pop up, things that will get me out of banned from YouTube. So we'll see. Okay. Still remember, I'm Dante reacting to your videos. That was so crazy that he did that. And you know what's funny about that? My brother is an I'm Dante fan, and he was the one that had to text me and be like, dude, a streamer I like just reacted to your videos. He's really, I don't watch many streamers or whatnot, but when I saw him react to my video, he was nice about it. He was cool, and maybe in the future he'll react to another one. But I always get a little like, I don't like seeing other creators react to my videos, because I'm like, you're a creator. You're like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I just don't feel like I'm a good enough creator, and I need to be better. I need to be on a higher level. And so when they're watching me do my videos, I'm just like, I feel cringe. You inspired me to get on the Letterboxd this month. Logged nearly 650 movies at the moment. I wish I had gotten my rental history from a Redbox before the shutdown. I need to be better active on Letterboxd, man, because like, I don't know why it's so hard for me to be active on there, but I need to be better active on there and promote it more. I do like Letterboxd, and there's other people I follow, but that's awesome, man. Let me know your username, and I'll follow you. Can you rank the Back to the Future movies? I know Back to the Future is your favorite. Yeah. You know what? Lately, Back to the Future 2 has gone over 1, but number 1 is still the best. It's just in order they came out. 1, 2, 3. But it took me a long time to love 3, because I was a snotty kid who's like, Western, cowboys, go back to the future. I want to see future. At least go to dinosaurs. I got older, rewatched Back to the Future 3, and that movie's great. I don't know. It shouldn't have been so picky about the cowboy setting, the old Western setting, I mean. So 1, 2, and 3. That's literally my ranking. Jenna Ortega acting is similar to Kristen Stewart. I disagree. Kristen Stewart has done a lot better performance and roles, but I think Jenna Ortega is a little bit more lively, is a little bit more has a presence. No offense to Kristen Stewart, she's a much better actress now, but back to her Twilight days, I mean, Jenna Ortega never performed anything like that, even if she was playing dark and soulless, you know? Just my opinion. Working on a new horror film. How much for a cameo? Oh, you don't have to pay me for that. If I have time, I'll do it, but you don't have to pay me for that. I don't do this for the money. I do it for the funsies. They should do the thing where Batman and Sup look very similar, like face wise. That could be interesting. Who look Jake? I'm still on Jake Gyllenhaal for Batman. Sorry. Phoenix Ocean. Oh, sends in some support. Thank you. How does your lady feel when you riz the chat? Oh, she just thinks it's funny. She just thinks it's hilarious. She's just like, there he goes, being him. She's the one that mainly films me when I do these vlogs, and I'm just surprised she doesn't get embarrassed of me acting like a fool in public while she records. What actor would you have casted differently in the MCU? That's a good question. That's a good question. I think most people were cast very well in the MCU, and even people I was doubtful of did a good job. Let me see. I think the person I would definitely have changed, man, in the MCU, I'm trying to think of like a really good one. I remember hating Chris Evans when he got announced for Captain America. Because again, that's how long I've been in the movie space watching all the news. And I remember the day he was announced as Captain America, and I was like, no, he was already Johnny Storm. I don't want him to do that. He's just gonna be throwing jokes and being a dick like he was as Johnny. No, he needs to be a bold, and Captain America Chris Evans pulled off Captain America. So I think Quicksilver would definitely be one I'd like them to redo. Nothing against Aaron Taylor Johnson, but just redo that whole persona because they kind of ruined that. Ben Kingsley is the Mandarin, even though he was the fake Mandarin. I didn't like the villain in Iron Man 3. Honestly, Iron Man 3 should have just been a movie with War Machine and Iron Man doing a mission together. And War Machine was barely part of that movie, man. But yeah, just some thoughts. 2 questions. Something I found out recently is that the Wizard of Oz in the books is in another world, whereas the movie is a dream. Will Jaws get a remake? Was that Wizard of Oz thing a question? Because it feels more like you're just informing me, and I appreciate that. I know nothing about the Wizard of Oz world. We'll see how I feel about Wicked when I watch that. And Jaws get a remake? No, it shouldn't get a remake. I think that's just a movie you don't do. There's like thousands of shark movies. Unless you only redo it if you have a great scary idea. And if Steven Spielberg can come back, honestly. But doubt it, because then it'd just be CGI shark. And CGI shark isn't that scary. I can't wait to see how If Regis portrays Null. Well, sorry to burst your bubble. He's not playing Null. Although I wouldn't have mind that casting. I wouldn't be surprised if Sony now is calling up Norman Regis to be like, hey, the internet just casted you for us, so let's get on. But it's not going to be him. Hey 3C, are you excited for Venom 3? I'm a big fan. I'm curious to see how it ends and if they actually include 10-year-old Peter and what their conclusion is, and even more now if it sets up Spider-Man 4. I was interested just to see it as an entertaining film. I'm not a big fan of the Venom movies, but I'm like, all right, we've made it 3 movies deep. Let's just see how this ends. Is there only one Null in the multiverse? I think that is the way you should do it, because Null in the comics, from what I understand, is trapped in this void that the Celestials put him in after he killed one. And that's where he started creating the symbiotes and doing all this stuff. So he's kind of trapped in this area and wants to escape and shroud the world in darkness, or the universe, but now it's going to be the multiverse. So I think there is only one Null, because he's lives in a space outside of the multiverse, if that makes sense. They should have introduced Nolan in the first Venom movie, so it could have been a build-up. Yeah, they should have built up to him, but Sony didn't know what they were doing. They still thought they were going to do a Sinister Six multiverse movie with Morbius, Madam Web, and Venom, and Vulture in there, you know? Scarecrow or Mysterio? I would like to see Mad Hatter and Scarecrow in the Batman. I prefer... Scarecrow is cool, but I always liked Mysterio. I kind of like the way he was done in Far From Home, but I wouldn't mind another version where he's less techie and doesn't use those drones. But I remember the first time I saw Far From Home in the theater and the reveal of how he was doing everything, I was kind of like, oh, this is good. Gets less and less good as I rewatch Far From Home, but I still enjoy that movie. I don't hate it as much as other people. Mad Hatter, Scarecrow. Scarecrow. Will you Christmasify the set for December? Maybe. And by Christmasify, I'll probably just bust out my Santa hats and put them everywhere. That's maybe a Christmas tree in the back could be cool, but I don't think I'd ever really do a vlog for that. It's just not my thing, you know? Maybe I'll put Art the Clown in a Santa suit. I could do that. Are you going to review Rick? Yeah, I'll review them. I'll review the movies. Just being honest, not excited for them, but I'll review them fairly. Maybe I'll be into them. Big fan. I will be in the new Gilmore movie playing a background actor with a hairy back rooting for Gilmore. Make sure you look for me during the movie. Okay, I'll look for you, Sam. Congrats on that, man. That's cool. I can't wait to see you play Funko Pop Fusion. Spook Your Mama was amazing. Thank you so much for all the love you putting into it. It makes it extra special for my favorite YouTuber. Can we be friends? We're always friends, Elliot. Elliot. And I'm interested to play Funko Fusion. I hope it doesn't take that long to get to the Chucky level, because that's the most excited I am to get to it. Been a fan since Child's Play 2019. You inspire me so much. I even got a job at a theater because my love of movies. Keep up the great work. Oh, well, thank you, my friend. I always wanted to work at a movie theater, but I never pulled the trigger on that. I never did it. Now I feel like it's a little late. I think I'd look like an a-hole if I do one of those. Like, I got a regular job, guys. Follow me. I'd get canceled. Like, look at this idiot trying to work a regular job now. You know, it's like when celebrities go and work at Walmart for a day. I'm about to start filming a Freddy Krueger fan film this October. Would love to see your reaction when the trailer comes out. Okay, yeah. Let me know when it comes out, and I'll take a peek at it. Just don't copy strike me, Donut Films. Watching horror movies with substance with Demi Moore. Oh, I do want to see that movie. I hear interesting things. The trailer seemed really piqued my interest. It's like this is a better this is basically the Uglies, but done right. Well, that Netflix movie I was talking about earlier, The Substance, it's about a supermodel, and she finds this, like, she gets this serum that turns her young, and there's like horror body elements to it. I want to watch it. Ranked any Spider-Verse characters? Oh, I mean, any of them. There's literally thousands of them. My top ones, Spider-Verse, would be Miles, Peter B. Parker, Spider-Ham. I liked Indian Spider-Man. I thought he was done pretty good. Thoughts on Ghost Pirate Entertainment Channel? I don't think I've ever heard of Ghost Pirate Entertainment Channel. Who's Ghost Pirate Entertainment Channel? Oh, I've seen a few of his videos. Yeah, I think he's a decent content creator. I think I saw like one video he made where he was like the best movies you can stream right now or something like that, horror movies. Yeah. I saw, to me, if you're not toxic, if you're not spreading hate, I respect you so much as a content creator. And I watched one of his videos and he was just showing talking about some horror movies I think you could watch on Tubi. I think is the video I saw of him. Yeah, he seemed like a decent guy. Yeah, I have it that, like I said, I have just that one video of him. If he does spread hate nonsense, then I take back what I said. But I have a lot of respect for anyone who does content creation and is just a positive influence in the community. Oh, I skipped one. Hi from the UK. Sorry for the amount of messages. No, Elliot. If you can afford it and it doesn't hurt your wallet, Elliot, I'm down to see your messages. Don't overstrain yourself, though. Yo, Chris, have you seen Rogue 2007? Any driving lore? Oh, geez. I mean, what's that one? Rogue 2007. What's this one? I feel like the poster. Oh no, is it the crocodile movie? No, I've never seen it, my friend. Sorry. I gotta add that to my list then, if it's a good one. Any driving lore though? Oh, that's an interesting question. I've never been in an accident, thank God, and hopefully I never really do. Nothing major. I've accidentally like bumped a car in the parking lot once or twice, and you know that's about it. But I always leave a note. I never just disappear. Okay, fine. I do have one lore, and it's not gonna make me look good, guys. Okay, just know that. So don't cancel me. Sometimes your boy 3C has really bad road rage. Okay, this is a true story. It happened maybe not even 4 or 5 months ago. I was driving on the highway and there was a guy in front of me that was driving extremely slow. It was like so slow for the highway that I felt like he was doing it on purpose and it was pissing me off. And so I finally get around the guy and I beeped at him, and then I was trying to swerve away because I was like that, and he wouldn't let me. He like almost, try to like stop me from going to the other lane. And that made me mad. So I rush over, get in front of him, and then I'm like, "You want to play, buddy? We'll play." So I get behind him and start driving slow. I start putting my brake on the highway, driving a little slow, which stupid, dangerous. Do not do that. I was an idiot and I was just in road rage mode. I'm a dumbass. Make that clear. And then because he was doing a little bit to me, I was following him lane to lane. So I wasn't letting him pass me. So he tried to go to the other lane. I followed him. He tried to go to the other lane. I followed him. He would not pass me. And after doing that 1 or 2 times, I was like, okay, that's funny. Now I messed with him all. He's probably learned his lesson. I got the last laugh. This guy was crazy. This guy was crazier than me. After I finally stopped swerving him, he gets in front of me in the next lane and he starts trying to drive me off the road. And I need you to know, I am on the last lane in the highway. The only thing next to me is a concrete wall and then feet to the ground that would probably be my death. And this guy was playing chicken with me. He had not a great vehicle, so I knew he didn't care about damaging his car, and he was getting extremely close. And obviously I'm swerving away because I don't want my car to get hit, and it's getting dangerous to this. And the whole time this is happening, my lovely Ashley, my lady, my girl, is in the passenger seat, having to deal with my road rage consequences. And she's like, Chris, and she's freaking out about all this. And I feel so bad because now I put her in this situation. And I just want it to stop, right? I'm like, okay, I'm not that crazy. I don't want to road rage this hard. So I brake to I'm like, fine, dude, you want to do that? You take the lane. And I go behind and I get right behind him. Dude's not done playing with me. He's like, oh, you wanted to be the big boys? You wanted to play road rage? I'll show you road rage, bud. He flat out full on brakes in the highway, braking on the highway, like full on stop, not slowing down, full on stops. And I'm right behind him, stopped. And if you know anything about a highway, it is not a good idea to be in a lane fully stopped. Thankfully, it was not during a huge traffic jam or there weren't a lot of cars, but since I was in that lane, right behind him, stopped. Through my rear view mirror, I started to see cars appearing, and some of them were in the lane I'm in. And if someone isn't paying attention or on their phone or, they could just slam right into me at full speed because I'm just stopped in the middle of the road. And it got so bad. I'm trying to, get out of his way, and he's not letting me. And he looked like he was about to get out of the car and come to me. And also remind you, I am in Texas. You should never road rage in Texas because you never know what idiot has a gun and how badly they want to, show off to you that they have a gun and then maybe blow it off on you. So I eventually swerved out and I left. And oh, dude, it was a silent car ride to the restaurant with my lady. She was so mad at me. And for good reason. I was being an idiot. I should never let road rage get the best of you. You could end up in a terrible situation, but it's the truth. It's happened to me, and hopefully it's a cautionary tale for you guys. And I was just thankful the guy wasn't loaded with a gun. He didn't get out, try to fight me, because I've never been in a fight in my life. I will lose that fight. And I just wanted to play big buff boy in a car. And dude, I wish I didn't get road rage, but sometimes when people piss me off on the road, I just feel invincible in a car. But the moment they start fighting back, I'm like, stop it, leave me alone. End of the story. Like I said, girlfriend was mad at me. She grounded me from driving. I'm not kidding. She didn't let me drive the car for a week. Wherever we went, if we had to go grocery shopping, to movie theaters for screenings, to restaurants, she did not let me drive for a week. She was that mad at me. And yeah, so there you go. That's my driving story. That's like the only interesting thing that's happened to me. I tried feeling like Dominic Toretto in a car. You know what's funny? I'll get mad at road rage, but I never give in to people wanting to race me. You've seen before, I used to drive a Dodge Charger. 2022 was a really nice Dodge Charger, and now I drive a Kia Stinger. And I don't know what it is about the cars I pick. I just like the look of them, but the cars I pick give off, this guy wants to race. So I cannot tell you how many times I've been on the highway, I've been at a stoplight or anywhere, and there's a car that pulls up next to me, and it'll start revving its engine, looking at me, and I'll always act like I'm gonna race. And when we go, I just go super slow. I never give in to racing. I think racing is stupid. I never race for any reason. I hate when cars on the highway want to like vroom, vroom. I'm like, shut up, idiot. But I'll give in to road rage. So I'm not any better than anybody. So there you go, guys. That's my story. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. uh let's see here. What else? What did I miss? Okay. Almost missed it. When did the chat start? Love the set. Any movie reviews like the Alien movies? Almost missed it. When did the chat started? I don't know what you mean by when the chat is now. The chat is now. Love the set. Any movies you like? Any more movie reviews liked? Oh, okay. Sorry. You mean movie series? I've been debating doing the Hatchet series. I was going to do it last year, but then I got busy and distracted. And then I saw this year, Dead Meat is finally doing his kill count on Hatchet. And I'm like, well, now there's no point for me to do Hatchet reviews because Dead Meat will eat up all the views, which good for them. Their content is really great. I'm like, no way I could do reviews as good as Dead Meat. I still might do it because I really like the Hatchet franchise, and I literally took a picture with oh dude, what's his name? Oh dude, he literally is the body of no, what, you guys will tell me his name. The body for Jason Voorhees in most of the movies. He also plays Victor Crowley. I don't know why his name is escaping my mind. Your chat will tell me right now. But anyways, I met him at a horror convention here in Texas. And I took a photo with him, and he was in full Hatchet costume. Kane Hodder. There we go. Kane Hodder. I don't know why his name slipped my mind. But I really like the Hatchet franchise, and so I'd like to talk about it. So I might do that. If not, I have other ideas for possible review series and things like that and other spooky stuff. 3C Lore, how'd you meet your lady? Oh, I've talked about this several times, so I won't go too much into it. But call center. I was working for Comcast, calling people who weren't paying their bills. It was open seating. You just show up, log onto a computer, put on your headset, start. The machine will literally just send you calls. And she was an employee there, and I would try to find ways to sit next to her and riz her up, and your boy accomplished it. 3C Lore, ever skipped work or school to go see movies you were waiting for forever? Oh, yes, dude. Which is probably what ruined my excitement. I've done it so many times. My dad was really cool about it. Like, if the Marvel movies were coming out, my dad would be cool to, like, we could skip school to go see the movie and all that. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. I think the biggest time is what I did. I knew I had an early screening. This was before I was press. Now, thankfully, thanks to you guys and a big enough audience, I'm on a list now. So if there's an early screening in my area, I just have to show up at least 20 minutes before the movie. My name's on a list. They give me a wristband. I can see the movie. But before I was press and before I had my audience, I would have to wait in line at least 2 hours before to be able to see the movie for free as a regular person. And well, when Spider-Man Homecoming was coming out, the movie, I was so excited to finally see Spider-Man in the MCU and just curious what that world could look like. I called off work because I still had a regular job at the time. I called off work and I showed up 7 hours early. I'm not kidding. 7 hours early in line to sit and wait to be the first person at my early screening because I did not want to get bad seats. And, I think that like set unreal expectations. I remember Homecoming finished and I sat in my seat and I looked down and I went, I don't know if I loved that as much as I wanted to. Like, it was okay. Like, I like Homecoming now, but I don't love it as much as some people. And I don't know, dude. Yeah, 7 hours is insane. Dude, I was so excited. I love Spider-Man. I was like so excited, dude. And that was nothing for me. I was just it was so stupid. But yeah, 7 hours. I just didn't want to miss it, man. Because again, they're early screenings. They're free. So because they're free, people will show up 3, 4, 5 hours early, and they're first come, first serve. So there will always be people, they say, sorry, theater's full, bye. And that's happened to me before where I didn't see a movie early because I didn't show up early enough. I remember the Suicide Squad, David Ayers. I showed up 2 hours before the early screening, got in line, and I didn't get in. There was already too many people in line, and they had to let me go. And I was like, dang it. But thankfully, I don't have to struggle like that now for the channel. And then a reminder, just because I talked about that, just so you guys could know, if you want to and see if they have it in your area, this is the website I used when I was looking for screenings. You just go to this website, advancedscreenings.com. You type in your zip code. So I'll just Dallas, Texas, or whatever. Or searching the movie. Sorry, Dallas. Why isn't it showing up? Dallas. Come on, man. Dallas, Texas. I can't even spell Texas, man. My goodness. I know you're here. All right, whatever. I'm just going to put 75098. I think is one of those. Whatever. My goodness. I'm not doing a great job right now of letting you guys know. But trust me, there are screenings here. Let's see. Like I think today, Transformers 1. If you search that, I think there was literally a screening today for it. Transformers 1, and then it'll give you it's not gonna pop up. Jesus, they already happened. This is I'm not giving a good endorsement here. What's another movie up and coming that has a screening? This was one of them. I don't know why is this being a butt for me? Wild Robot. Oh yeah, Wild Robot might have one. Wild Robot. Let me see here. Wild Robot. We're in the movie. And why does it not want to? I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why it's not showing. But just look it up. See your zip code. It should be having 75048. Let me see. I'm try some of the other zip codes in Texas to see if this will pop it up. Sometimes that works. That's where I used to live. Not Garland, but I was around Garland. It's good enough. Why is my internet slow? Upcoming movies, nothing. Okay, geez Louise, man. Geez Louise. I know these are some of them. All these ads. I promise you this is the site that works, but this is what I would use, guys. And they would have screenings up and coming. I'm not sure why they're not showing up right now. Let's see, like Austin, Texas. Let's look for Dallas. I know Dallas is here. There we go. Oh, this is one of the providers of it. But yeah, you just go on these or a site like GoFobo, and if you're in a major city, they most likely have screenings happening. I don't know why right now it's not showing up, but it's usually there. And that's always how I went to see them as a non-press member, as a regular person who would just go to the movies, right? And I saw a lot of movies that way. That's how I got to see stuff early before I was press. Okay, my bad now. Let's see here. What did I miss? I feel like I missed some stuff. Oh, damn, you're still streaming. Yeah, Transformers 1 was pretty great. Looking forward to the sequels. Also, Halloween Cartoon Network. I hated it as a kid. Yeah, see, I'm glad you agree. Glad you like Transformers 1, though, buddy. Glad you like that. Hey, Chris, big fan. What are your favorite top 5 movies of all time? Ooh, that's hard. Let's just go to what I have on Letterboxd. That'll be easier. I think this is like what I put as my top. Oh, this is StreamYard. Sorry, guys. This is what I used to stream with you guys. If I go to my home page, which is, does it not show my profile? There we go, my profile. The top movies I have is Back to the Future, Scream, and Whiplash, and Spider-Man 2. If I had to add a 5th one in there, oh, that's gonna be hard, man. That's gonna be hard. I don't know what to add on there. I have to think about it, but I'll say those right now for it. Those right now for it. That's always hard to ask top because it just always changes. It depends on the mood you're in, you know? Let's see here. 3C, do you want to join a Bloody Water universe? Well, let me know what it's about first, my friend. Can you sing me happy birthday? Because you sang Jordan. Happy birthday, DP69. Happy birthday to you. Have you seen Hit Monkey on Hulu? I would love to have him in the Marvel. No, I haven't seen Hit Monkey. I've seen it pop up on there on Hulu, but no, I haven't seen it. If it's worth watching, I'll check it out, though. I'll check it out. Has our Go Andrew made any new movie? Have heard of him since No Way Home. Favorite Spider-Man movie and future good quality. AI can make this. I don't want an AI made Amazing Spider-Man 3. I don't like what AI looks like right now for movies. Maybe in 30 years it'll actually be good enough, but even then it's scary to think that all our movies will be AI. He does have a movie up and coming. Let me see here. It's a sad movie, it looks like, with Florence Pugh. Let me see, what's it called? We Live in Time. Where it looks like a guy who falls in love and his wife gets cancer and she slowly dies. It looks sad. I love Andrew Garfield. I'll watch anything he's in. I'm still sad that he was gonna play Frankenstein Frankenstein's monster, I should say, in Guillermo del Toro's Netflix Frankenstein movie, but he had to drop out, man. That still bums me. But yeah. Jonathan Nino sends in $5. Appreciate you, Jonathan. Hello, 3C. Love your videos. There is a convention called Transworld. I think a vlog there would be cool. It's like Spirit Halloween times 10. Okay, I almost thought you were a troll there, buddy. Trans world. I was like, don't tell me you're a troll trying to troll me. Convention. Let's see here. I assume it's like like Transylvania. Let's see here. I see it pop up. I see it. Halloween attractions and shows. Oh, it looks cool. We got a little video. Let's see what it would just look like. Oh, dude, I love conventions like this where people dress up as monsters and whatnot. That looks pretty cool. Is this one about animatronics? Oh, it looks fun. It looks packed too. I like horror conventions. Horror conventions are so fun. All the masks and stuff like that, unique. Oh, this looks cool. I might look into it. Depends where it's at though. Let's see. Yeah. Appreciate you telling me that. All right, let's see here what else we got. You can find me on Letterboxd, Matro66. Okay, I'm gonna type it out here to the side, my friend. Thank you so much for that. What mannequin are you using for Ghostface, and how much did it cost? And also, how much did that groundbreaker skeleton? The skeleton is from Party City, and I believe it is. If it's not 250, it's 300. The Party City one is. There's 3 different ones. I know that, but you might have a hard time finding them because they're like one of the most sought after Halloween decorations. Skeleton. Groundbreaker. Now the Party City one is the biggest one, which is this one. It's 300 and it's out of stock, as you can see. It said there, out of stock. But they sell them also at Tractor Supply, which I believe is this one. But this one is smaller. And there was also one. Let me see here. From, I forget what place it is. It's Costco. Costco is this one. And it's also smaller than the Party City one. I like those because they actually color in the black on the skeleton, and I feel like that detail helps them stick out. Like, I think this person painted the Party City one, which I think is what I need to do with mine, is paint the skeleton. It would just help it like stand out more, I think, right? So I might do that as a side project on my own. It looks like he also like de-weathered it and all that. But yeah, it was from Party City, and it's like 5 feet tall. All the other skeleton groundbreakers are 4 feet tall from other places and things like that. There you go. The mannequin is just from Amazon. I think it's just like $100. I just typed in mannequin on Amazon and picked one at random. Let's see there. Oh, did that. Plans on watching my old ass with Aubrey Plaza. I'll probably see it. I'll be honest with you, it probably won't be a movie I review on the channel. Nothing against Aubrey Plaza. I actually quite like her. She's one of my celebrity crushes. But I just something you just have to pick and choose. My old ass would probably get me like 20K views, which does seem nice, but it would hurt the channel. I need to focus on movies that'll get me better views and won't hurt me in the algorithm, which is the thing that sucks sometimes, right? But if it's good enough, I might do like a clip on it, like a clip on YouTube, my clips channel. Can't message again till you accept OG invite, same username. Okay, I'll look into that, my friend. Thank you for the Beetlejuice for the Blue Beetle mask. I sent the animatronic to the correct Twitter. Okay, let's see what that animatronic looks like, my friend. We'll pull it up now, and we'll have a spooktacular time looking at it. Oh, what the heck? I like this. Hang on. That's perfect. I love that. I like how you used real animals too for Puss and Donkey. That's awesome. Oh yes, I did see this. I don't know if this is a real animatronic I can buy though. And even if I did, I actually don't like how creepy the kid looks. I love the Spider Pennywise design. Don't get me wrong, this thing is awesome, but I do not like this. It's a little too horrific and gross to me. Like I know it happens in the movie and whatnot, and I shouldn't care, but I don't know. If I did buy this, I would probably set it up without the kid part. But it is really cool looking. I don't know if this is actually on sale though, or if it's like a custom made like by a fan. If it actually goes on sale, that might be the Spook Your Mama animatronic to get next year. You know, that might be it. How many villains you think will be in the Batman Part 2? I'm gonna say at least 3. I think we'll have the main one, which will probably be Hush, and probably like 2 others that follow his suit. But then again, there was a lot of villains. Matt Reeves knows how to use them because there was Catwoman, there was Penguin, there was Riddler. Technically, Joker was supposed to be there. And there's Carmen Falcone, all these others. So, shoot, it could be 5 again. I don't doubt Matt Reeves knows how to use his characters. Please, can you see my shirt? Yes, I just saw it. It was amazing. Thank you for that. For the DCU Batman movie, I would want it to be cartoony, take on the characters. Obviously not like the 60 series, but definitely not the Reeves. I agree. It needs to be closer to Batman Forever than Batman and Robin. Do not go back to Batman and Robin where it's so campy and cheesy. No, it needs to be the tone of the Matt Reeves and Christian Bale movies, but with the fantastical, larger than world Tim Burton side. And that's where you get something like Batman Forever that I thought was trying to balance both sides without being too cartoony. I know it still had very cartoony elements, but yeah, I kind of agree. You know, we'll see if we'll get that though. Have you seen the leaked roster for Sparking Zero? I have looked at it and I'm excited. A lot of great characters in there. A lot of great characters. I got to buy my Goku outfit so I can play it. Chris, admire you. You've become my favorite movie content creator. Zero toxicity in your fandom and love that. Greetings from Mexico City. Dude, you guys, I love that. I know sometimes I get into rabbit hole of toxicity stuff in YouTube and you guys get annoyed with that. And I'm sorry. Try to control myself with that. But I love how I've tried to create a fan base of just positivity and people loving movies. That's what I want to do. And I love that about you guys. Would love to watch you play Squirrel with a Gun. I think I did see that. I don't know if I would ever play it, but I appreciate it. It's literally a game where a squirrel gets a gun. It's so random. It's like on Unreal Engine or something. Spider-Man review with costume win. Chupapi. Probably when the next Spider-Man movie gets announced, man. We got to do something there. But I got to review a Spider-Man movie I haven't seen. Maybe like the old 60s movie. Hey, 3C, it's my birthday. Do you have any B-Day lore? I had pretty regular birthdays. I had good birthdays. I don't have any traumatic birthday stuff like that. No, just I had nice birthdays. I wish I could think of like a really horrifying or funny birthday story, but no, just pretty simple birthdays, man. If I think of them, I'll let you know. But happy birthday, goat. Happy birthday. Bah. Have you seen 2005? I love that's one of the best horror remakes. I can't believe that movie was hated when it came out because I think it was done really well. There was a period in the early 2000s where horror remakes were done well. I think the Friday 13th remake is really good. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake was good. The House of Wax remake is good. And a couple others. Not Nightmare on Elm Street, though. I did not like that. But yes, I do like 2005's House of Wax. Hey, Chris, you inspired me to want to be a movie channel reviewer. Any advice to be a movie reviewer? Just don't base your channel on reviewing movies. You need to do more stuff outside of that, whether it's news, topic videos. Mainly stick to trendy topics. Don't talk about why Cat in the Hat's an amazing movie. While you might find the algorithm pick it up if you make a good enough video, it's best to talk about topics. So right now, if I was you, I'd be making videos on Venom, Spider-Man 4, whatever's trending right now. You got to ride those trending waves. And then when you build an audience, You can talk about whatever you want, and hopefully that'll go good for you. For the future of Chucky, I would love a season 4 to wrap up the storyline, and then a trilogy of a theatrical film and franchise. I just want a movie, and I honestly don't even want the movie to tie too much into the show. I saw that there were. It looks like Zachary. I think Zachary Arthur is his name. The main guy in the Chucky series. He was at Halloween Horror Nights, and he was interviewed by Dead Meat, Chelsea and James, and he was like teasing season 4 maybe coming soon, maybe. So looks like we might get season 4 after all, but we'll see, man. I'd rather have a movie. Hey Chris, your videos have been helping through the breakup, which was 3 years. Do you have any advice for breakups? Dude, I was terrible. I had one terrible breakup before I met Ashley, where I was literally in a depressive state for like a year. It was horrible. I was just sad, crying, mopey. It's so pathetic to think back on now, because I'm like, I could care less about that person. But at the time, I thought it was like the biggest deal. All I could say is like, it just gets better day at a time. You don't do yourself any favors by stalking them on social media. So delete that. Do not do that. Just pretend they don't exist, honestly, is the best way to go about it. Go out with your friends, do stuff that interests you, whether it's movies or hanging out with friends, getting into video games, find other interests, and you'll just see day by day it gets better. And then one day you just don't even think you care about them anymore, and then you will find better. It will happen. So there you go. All right. My Spider-Man trilogy picks: Kingpin, Scorpion, Daredevil for the 4th movie. I like that. End credit scene, symbiote. Peter Black symbiote, Miles. I like that. End credit, Miles gets bitten. I like that. Peter teaches Miles. Then okay, I don't want Peter to die. I don't like the idea. I know, because the Ultimate Comics set it up that way, where Peter Parker dies, then Miles takes over. I don't think Peter needs to die for Miles to be there. I think they can coexist as Spider people, and there could be a balance of them, and it could work. I don't like the idea that Peter needs to die for Miles to take over. I really hope they don't end Tom Holland's new trilogy with him dying and Miles taking over. But I do hope Miles gets introduced. Are you going to review the Penguin and Agatha show? Penguin show, yes. I might do the Penguin show episode to episode, because that's exciting enough for me. I'm not going to lie. I just do not care about Agatha. So I might just wait for the whole show to be done, and then I'll review it. I don't see myself being interested to do episode per episode reviews on Agatha. Yeah. Just being honest. Can we get a 3C lore stream? If I can come up with enough lore for a whole stream, yes, man. But right now, I don't think I have enough. Hey, Chris, have you seen DC's Flashpoint Paradox? Yeah, I like it. It's fine. It was a good way to end their little animated series. I thought it was all right. Yeah. 3C lore. Any real-life horror stories? Man, real-life horror stories. The only like real horrifying things that have happened is like people have broken into my house. Not me currently, but when I was a kid in my old house, and that was always really scary. Just because like someone was in my house and stole my computer and PlayStation. I was like, that was scary, and that's happened like 3 times in my childhood, and at different homes too. So I'm like, am I being followed? What the hell? But I've never I don't know. I've never had a situation where like I had a ghost experience, or I had a supernatural experience where I thought I was gonna. Okay, I will say this. This is the one horror story, and I would never do it again. There was one time I was at a gas station. I would say I was about 19, 20 years old. I was at a gas station. It was a quick trip. I was pumping gas, and a guy comes up to me. He looks like a regular guy, white guy, trucker, belly, little fat. Like country guy. Hey, buddy, can I? And he comes up to me, and I usually don't pay attention to people at a gas station, because I have gotten people that are like, hey, can you buy me a beer? Can you go buy me cigarettes? Can you do me this? And I'm always like, I gotta go. No. But I don't know what it was about this time. The guy seemed nice and charming. Rednecky, like I said, truck driver vibes. He came up to me, and he was just like really begging, and was like, hey, I really need a ride to my house. I could use your help. I ran out of gas. I don't have any money for a ride to pick me up and all that stuff. Could you please just drive me to my home? And stupid me just wanting to be nice, because yeah, I'll sometimes give money to homeless. I'll give you know, things like that. Like I was just feeling nice that day, so I said, yeah, sure. He promised it was like a 10-minute drive, and so like I was like, all right, it's not that far. I don't have anything else left to do. Sure, get in the car, let's go. And okay, this guy was weird. He was I thought I was like in a really bad situation. 2 minutes, I'm not kidding. He starts talking about like he starts trying to ask me questions about me like, so what do you do? You like to party? You like to hang out? What do you do with your friends? And I'm not kidding, he literally does this. And again, basically imagine Larry the Cable Guy, a trucker hat, Big Bailey, and all that, like Larry the Cable Guy type of guy in the car asking me what I like to do. He thinks like I guess I'm a party guy or something. He's like, he literally did this in the chair. He's like, you like to party, hang out with your friends, you like to do a little. He started doing that, and I was like, no, I like going to the movies. I like watching movies. You know, I just hang out. And he's like, oh, well, me and my friends, we get into crazy parties and stuff, and I think you would enjoy them. I think you'd have fun with them. And that's when I started getting worried. I was like, oh, and I was like, oh, maybe, you know, just being nice. I didn't want anything to make him upset. And I'm also like feeling sketchy about where he's driving me. It wasn't anywhere sketchy, but I was also just like making sure I wasn't turning into any woods or going into places without any people. It was still like a populated neighborhood with like houses next to each other. It wasn't like middle of nowhere country farm. But the part that really freaked me out and got me scared, where my heart started beating like crazy, 5 minutes into the conversation, I don't know what brought it up. He started talking about I don't know. I wish I could remember exactly what it was, but he brought up a reason to bring out a pocket knife. And so at some point in the conversation, he was talking about something, doing woodwork, and then he brings out a pocket knife. I'm not kidding. He literally like it was like he just pops it out, full knife, and I'm scared. I'm frightened. I'm like, this guy just pulled a knife. Now, he's not threatening me. He didn't say anything mean. He's not doing anything, but he pulled it out talking about like, yeah, it's my handy tools, was what I use to get out of my situations and all this. And I'm just like, any second now, this guy's going to put it at my throat and he's going to be like, turn left, turn right, do this, do that. And I'm scared out of my fucking mind. I'm like, any second that knife is going to be used to threaten me. And right now he's just kind of showing it to me to let me know he has it. That's what my brain is thinking right now. So he's just sitting there, trucker, driver, pocket knife out, waving it around, talking some weird stories about parties and things he does and why he was walking on the streets. And I'm sweating 10 and 2. I'm nervous as. And so we finally get to his house, which just looks like a regular house. Like I said, typical neighborhood, home to home. So like if he pulls me out, I can scream and someone will probably hear me. And he goes, I'm gonna run inside and get you a couple of bucks for the ride. He's like saying he's gonna give me like $5 or $10. As soon as he got in that house, I didn't care about no money. I didn't need no $5. I didn't need no $10. I just left. I was just gone. And man, I was like, I'm never picking up a hitchhiker again. I'm never doing that. I don't care if it's a pretty woman. I don't care. And if it seems like a decent, nice guy, I'm just not. Because I was the most scared I guess I was ever been. It's just, again, I wish I could remember what logical reason he brought out his pocket knife. But that's weird. I just met you. You're a stranger and you're holding a knife now in my passenger seat. And I'm like, dude, put that away. So yeah, dude, I thought I was dead. That's there you go. Some random 3C lore. I guess that's the most scared I ever really was in my life. Okay. 229 SpongeBob Bikini Bottom Nightmare. Also, you should oiled maker your end of your ear video and award show type thing where your fans can vote. That could be interesting. I might do that for the popcorn buckets. Get your guys' vote on the popcorn buckets. I have to find a website or a place where I can get your guys' to vote in, and we can do that. Have you thought about adding channel memberships? Honestly, I have been thinking about it more and more just because I want to do more extravagant things with the channel, and that costs more money, and I would like to like hire more editors and do things like that. So there is a part of me that's starting to consider channel memberships, but I don't want to do it if I'm not going to make it worth it for you guys. Because, you know, I do my best to stay consistent, to upload, to do this. But there's sometimes where I promise you a video and then life gets in the way and I don't make that video. I would hate to tell you, hey, pay for my membership. I'm going to make this for you guys. and I don't make it. And then I just feel like I'm stealing your money at that point. And I don't want to do that to you guys. So if I do channel memberships, I have to think of a consistent video or output of thing I can do to make it worth it for you guys, whether it's an extra live stream a week or certain kinds of videos. I don't know. I'm definitely considering it, but it's not a guarantee right now, you know? And I don't have enough 3C lore to make that all channel videos, you know? All right, that was it, guys. That was the live stream for this weekend. You guys were amazing people. Thank you for sticking by with me. Don't be forgetting to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below. Check out the Clips channel if you just want to see anything there. And I'll see you with more content fairly soon, my friends. I love all y'all. Stay good. Don't have road rage. All right.